Hey,
We're live.
Daniela.
How are you, Kakiru?
Better because I thought we were live and I had to cough.
Yeah,
So I thought it was going to be terrible for
I
the.
kind of thought you were timing it.
No. I was going to try to say hi and I coughed.
Or maybe that was part of it. And we thought it was not?
That's my phone notifying me that we're live because
Yeah.
I rang the bell.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah.
But I realized
Yeah.
yesterday
Yes.
that
Today.
it didn't alert me.
Mm.
Like I didn't get the notification
Mm.
of the live stream.
I always do.
So that's
I don't
why
know why.
I did the schedule today. Like,
Very strange.
yeah.
Mm.
No, but I've never, I mean,
I think true
Of course
fans
I have.
always get notifications.
true fans.
Yeah, real fans.
Would you say you're a fan of this, of our painted lives?
Of course.
A
Number
fan
one fan.
or part of? A fan? Because fan sounds...
No,
Okay, yeah, fans.
I'm our painted fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our fainted
Our fainted
Fans?
pan.
pants.
Our fainted pants.
So let me tell everyone in the Discord.
World. Oh,
Hey. So, hey. We're live
mm-hmm.
with... We're live
Okay.
with the underpainting
Yeah.
part. No,
Mm.
with the underpainting session.
Mm-hmm.
Join us if you want to. Smiling face. We'll be happy to have you.
Happy to have you. Your trademark.
There. Happy to have you. No, but I mean, it's honest. I'm happy to have everyone here. So
Yeah.
happy to have you there. Enter.
They're here.
Period. So, let's say hi, Ricardito.
Mm-hmm.
Que tiene que haber tocado la notificación.
Mm-hmm.
¿Cómo se dice?
Mm-hmm.
Activado
no sé.
la notificación.
No sé, tú.
Que
tú
está
sigue
acá
con eso.
desde temprano.
Mm-hmm.
Dice, oh my God, hello guys. Piu, piu, piu. Y 3 corazones. Hola,
Ujú.
Ricardito. Mi mamá dice, hello, mis cholivines.
Mm-hmm.
Hola, mi choliberry. ¿Cómo estás?
Cholubérrima.
Pensé que ibas a decir algo más.
Mm,
Debe estar conectada y es como, ¿ese era todo el saludo?
Pero cholubérrima creo que es súper. Mi cholubérrima del perpetuo.
Zapato.
Ujú. ¿Cómo estás?
Belts was saying, hello, Nicolas and Danny and fellow fans. Hey, Belts, how are you? Tani was saying, hello, doing pen doodles and sketches today. What do you think is the difference between doodles and sketches?
Doodles and sketches. Nothing. No? Maybe the same thing, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, but maybe you can let me know if you think different. But I think about a sketch
Yeah.
when I'm trying to like get an idea out,
Yeah.
but then I want to work it more. So it's like the idea process. And I
Yeah.
think that a doodle is just like
Mindless.
free. Yeah, it's not talking about something that's gonna be born from that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So in my mind, that's
So do
what
you
it
think a
would be.
sketch has to be something else? A sketch.
Well, the way I think about it, because
Mhm.
I agree with you when people are like, oh no, sketch painting. It's like, no, it's just a painting. It's just like an open painting. But in my head, when I think I want to do a sketch,
Yeah.
it's because I want to like have like the first approach to that idea that I want to make afterwards. So it's like my first approach to that.
Okay.
Again, the way I see it, the way I use the word.
Yeah. Well, but you know that I play devil's advocate always.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can sketch on a bus.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be anything afterwards. It's just...
But I wouldn't say sketch then.
No?
I would say you made a drawing or you made a painting.
Okay.
You know, that's the difference I see. Because when I think, that's why I was telling you, the way I use the word
Yeah.
is sketch for me is because it's the idea for something else. Like the first step, so meaning that there's going to be more steps to that. If you're just like doing a drawing in the bus,
Yeah.
you're just making a drawing. It's not a sketch. If you do like a painting while you're in the bus or in a park, whatever, it's a painting. It's not a sketch
Okay.
for me. So,
Although we could call the one that you're referring to a preliminary sketch. Just adding that kind of gives it more like a little bit of context.
yeah, maybe the thing is that in my head, a sketch
Is
is always
always
a preliminary.
preliminary?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't use it otherwise. Like,
Okay.
that's why I was saying that if I have a painting I resolved quickly, I wouldn't say it's a sketch. I would say
Okay.
it's a painting. So,
Okay. Okay.
Vincent Delanois was
Ooh
saying
la
hello.
la.
Hey Vincent, how are you? And hi to Maisha. If maybe Maisha is around too. How's the weather today?
It's
Is it
very
still
hot
like, yeah,
in
like
many
painfully
places.
hot?
Yeah, many places of the world
Yeah.
are way too hot right now.
So sad. Margo Delgado dice, hola. Hola Margo, ¿cómo estás?
Margo.
María Clara Fuentes Tobar dice, hola Dani y Nicolás.
Uy,
Hola María Clara.
Clara.
Qué chévere tener a María Clara
Tiempo
acá.
sin
Saber
María
de
Clara.
María Clara. ¿Qué anda haciendo ahorita María Clara? Quiero saber.
Sí, la vez pasada habíamos quedado en una expo que estaba participando.
Sí, pero quiero saber hoy, 21,
¿Qué más, María?
¿qué está haciendo María Clara? ¿Le decías María?
A María Clara, creo que María, sí.
Yo María Clara. siempre.
Confírmeme,
María
María,
Clara.
si yo le decía María.
¿Y cómo le dicen? Normalmente a María Clara.
María.
¿María Clara o María Clara? Siempre me da curiosidad. Yo tenía amigas en el colegio que tenían dos nombres y había gente como, no, mi familia me llama por el segundo nombre, mis amigos por el primer nombre, tal otra cosa por otro nombre. Curioso. Como tengo solo un nombre. Eso me parece fascinante.
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 Mm.
Ray was saying, do you know any artist of today that paint like the old masters, or is there none?
Artists of today that paint like old masters. Let me think. Are we talking like how old are we willing to go? Are we saying high Renaissance? Are we saying Renaissance? Are we saying Baroque? Because I can't, any of those I can't think of.
Javi Have
Mm-hmm.
was saying, saludos a todos, hi OPL community. Hola Javi Have, how are you?
Happy to have you.
Happy to have you, yeah. Jose Fails
Oh,
hello everyone. I'm in a waiting room, but brought my headphones precisely for the live stream.
no
And
way.
hello, Chad. I love that.
Yeah.
Jose is super prepared, always, for a live
Hopefully,
stream.
a waiting room, not because there's anything wrong. So
Yeah, hopefully.
it's just waiting.
Yeah. And Jose, please, we need to know the weather report. Please.
Scorching hot, always.
Emilio Sorni dice hola a todos. Hola Emilio.
Hola, Emilio.
Olga Maria Benninghoff, your
who is
mom,
that?
was
Oh,
saying,
my mom.
hello, hello, so great. Clap, 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 clap.
The Olgies.
Ibrahim Salah
Oof.
was saying, you're just thinking about Liverpool
Yeah,
right
because
now.
we just won 5-0. I mean, these matches never count. But
but I
Darwin
think,
Núñez scored 4 goals.
yeah, but I would say that they count in the sense
They
that
count when you win.
no, yes, but wait, they count because there's new players, so you get to know how they fit in the
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
So I think they're I mean, they don't count as if it was like in a championship. ¿Cómo se dice? Championship? How do you say it in English?
Regular season game, let's
Yeah,
say.
the regular season game.
Yeah,
But
because this is preseason.
it
So.
still like gives you an idea of what the direction
Yeah,
of the team's gonna be for the season.
yeah. Thank you, coach.
So no, you're welcome. I was gonna say está en la banca, pero I don't know how to say that. And you don't play. You don't get to play
Okay,
this match.
thank you.
Uribe, urine,
Urine.
urine.
Sit
So-
down, urine.
Sit down, urine.
Yeah.
No, that sounds like standing up urine. Sit
I
down,
have
urine.
no idea where you're going, Daniel Ira.
Ibrahim Salah was saying, if I
Mhm.
make a painting using your reference, will we give me an honest critic and not just say, it's great like a family member? You can just have
Wow.
look. Don't want you to stop painting.
Of course. I think we always give our honest
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah, I think we do.
Yesterday with Veskyler,
Mm-hmm.
Veskyler.
Mm-hmm.
I forget if it's Kai or K.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say K. Veskyler. I think I was pretty honest. I don't.
No, I think we're all.
Yeah,
we're
I
always
never. I
pretty
mean,
honest,
well,
mean.
I always try to be kind in my delivery, but it doesn't mean that I can't be critical because I'm trying to be kind. So you can be both things.
So you can send it to my Instagram
Yes,
as a
please.
DM and we could check it out.
Yes.
Emilio Sorni dice, ayer ya no pude ver el
¿Por qué, Emilio?
de, pero tengo una pregunta, Nicolás.
Sí, señor Emilio.
¿Por qué selló 2 veces el papel?
Emilio,
Perdón por la parte de atrás. Perdón, por la
Perdón.
parte de atrás y la de adelante, jaja.
bueno, esa es la como fácil.
Perdón, me da risa que dice, perdón por la parte de atrás y la de adelante en otro,
No vamos a...
en otro comentario.
Sí, no vamos a
Bueno,
comentar
sí.
eso. Sorni, ¿por qué se hace una imprimación en la parte de atrás y en la parte de adelante? Digamos que, y eso es algo que no se hace cuando uno está imprimando una tela. Entonces, ¿por qué lo hace uno con un papel? Y la razón es súper sencilla, porque el papel no está montado. O sea, realmente esa es como la razón más simple. Si nosotros hubiéramos pegado este papel a una tabla, no hay necesidad, porque el papel ya está, digamos, tensado sobre esa tabla y pues ayudado con cualquier cosa que uno haya usado de adhesivo. Cuando nosotros montamos una tela a un bastidor, pues se tensa, o sea, el bastidor existe para tensar la tela. Entonces, cuando la tela, las fibras de la tela, que es lo mismo que pasó ayer con el papel, que no sé si lo dije bien, incluso yo después dije, no sé, estoy cansado, no sé si lo dije bien.
¿Cómo así?
Sí, ayer que estaba explicando al final, pero uno cuando humedece una tela o un papel, las fibras de un papel, las fibras se expanden y luego se contraen. O sea, por eso es que uno cuando va a aplicarle cola de conejo a una tela que uno está montando sobre un bastidor, la tela pues se humedece y uno ve como de un momento a otro se empieza a contraer y se pone apretadísima y tanto que parece un tambor y eventualmente vuelve a ceder un poquitico. O sea, no es que quede así como súper tensa, pero sí hace una gran cantidad de tensión sobre los bastidores. Por eso es que en bastidores más grandes uno necesita siempre que haya como travesaños en los mismos bastidores, es decir, palos como verticales y horizontales que crucen el bastidor, porque la tensión hay veces es tan grande que el bastidor se puede torcer. Entonces, pero como nosotros estamos tensando una tela que además va a ser súper absorbente, o sea, nosotros muchas veces cuando aplicamos cola de conejo sobre una tela, la parte de atrás de la tela incluso se humedece porque algo de la cola se logra absorber y logra, digamos, pasar hacia esa parte de atrás de la tela. Entonces no hay necesidad por esas dos cosas, porque se absorbe muchísimo, muy rápido. Las fibras de la tela absorben esa humedad muy rápido. Y porque tenemos un bastidor que está ayudando a que la tensión sea, digamos, equitativa sobre toda la superficie de nuestro sustrato. En un papel así no tenemos esas cosas. O sea, la fibra, la pulpa del papel es un poco más densa, entonces no es que uno le eche una capa de lo que sea, de cola o de imprimante acrílico, e inmediatamente uno lo voltea y dice, uy, la parte de atrás de mi papel está empapada. No, y en especial en estos papeles que son como de un gramaje más alto, pues no pasa eso. Entonces, ¿qué termina pasando? Que la parte, digamos, superior, esta cara del papel, es la que está absorbiendo el imprimante que le estamos echando. Entonces es súper complejo porque las fibras se humedecen, se expanden, se empiezan a contraer mientras el imprimante seca. Acuérdense, todo eso está pasando el tiempo y eso es lo que hace que el papel muchas veces como que quede con ondas.
Ujú.
Entonces, todo eso está pasando al tiempo. Las fibras se expanden, llega el imprimante, se absorbe en esa pulpa y además se empieza el papel luego a contraer y a secar al mismo tiempo. Por eso es que queda, hay veces, con ondas y se siente como acartonado, porque todo está ocurriendo al tiempo. Hay varias cosas que uno puede hacer como para evitar eso. Una de esas es humedecer el papel antes de aplicar como un imprimante acrílico. A mí no me hubiera servido mucho porque si humedezco el papel, pues ya el dibujo se me desaparece, porque creo que todavía estoy como dudando, pero creo que era un lápiz acuarelable, un lápiz de color acuarelable. Entonces, si lo hubiera humedecido con una esponja, digamos, yo creo que el dibujo se hubiera levantado, entonces, pues no hubiera servido de nada haber dibujado. Em, entonces, pues uno puede aplicar directo el imprimante, pero lo que termina sucediendo es que el papel, pues eventualmente va a llegar como a un grado de homogeneidad, pero toma tiempo y muchas veces uno le tiene que ayudar al papel prensándolo. Entonces, como esa, digamos, como no existe lo que puede pasar en una tela donde ambas caras se ven afectadas o tenemos un soporte que está ayudándonos también a que se mantenga esa tensión superficial como equitativa en todo nuestro sustrato, pues entonces para la única forma que tenemos de equiparar como todas esas fuerzas, de volverlas iguales sobre nuestro sustrato, pues iguales entre comillas, es hacerle lo mismo a la otra cara del papel. Entonces, lo que esté pasando en esta cara, pues la otra cara también, digamos que lo digamos que cada una a su tiempo, porque pues toca esperar a que una seque, luego hacer la otra y luego la otra. Cada una a su tiempo como que va ajustándose y el papel queda más o menos como balanceado. Igual me di cuenta que todavía está un poquito turupudito, si se entiende ese término, ese es un término de arte.
Sí,
Turupudo,
profesional,
sí,
sí.
sí, sí, turupudín.
Sí, óleo sobre papel turupudo.
Sí, óleo sobre papel que
No, mi amor,
algún día
papel que
fue
algún día.
turupudo,
No,
que antes,
no.
antes fue
Mm,
turupudo.
mm. Cada vez peor.
Yo siempre que pienso en esas cosas,
¿En
pienso
qué?
en esa...
¿En el papel turupudo?
no, en como decir eh, papel que alguna vez fue turupudo, o sea, óleo sobre papel que alguna vez fue turupudo o algo así.
Ujú. Cada vez que dices eso, o sea, lo dices
Muchas,
muy como constantemente.
curiosamente, es algo recurrente
Ajá.
en mis días.
Ujú.
No, pienso ahorita se me olvidó quién es el como poeta, pero y no es Baudelaire, no, 100% no. Hay una escultura de Rodin,
Sí. Rodin.
que hace de una señora, que era una señora, se sabe quién era esa modelo, incluso Camille Claudel también la utilizó a ella,
Ujú.
mucho, no, no digamos la utilizó a ella, eso suena horrible,
No.
trabajó con ella,
Sí.
trabajó con ella para hacer algunas esculturas,
Ujú.
y hay una, y esa quizás es la escultura que más me gusta de Rodin, que hizo con ella, y es una mujer adulta, mujer, una viejita desnuda. Y
Ujú.
hubo una crítica grandísima sobre la crudeza de esa escultura.
Ujú. A ver si
Eh,
la encuentro para
sí,
esto.
sí, esa. Eh, y decían que no era justo, incluso lo decían como desde un grado muy humano, que no era, que no había sido ni siquiera digno, digamos, haber utilizado, ahí sí, podemos decir eso, a una persona adulta eh, para hacer una escultura como de esa, solo por digamos, por la necesidad de ser crudo. Eh, y, y,
Pero ¿por
y
qué? No
es,
entiendo.
no
O
sé,
sea,
no,
viéndola no
porque yo creo que todavía en esa época existía como esa,
como dignificación a través del arte.
no, no tanto, sino más bien la idea de que uno no representaba la naturaleza, de que representar a la naturaleza era una cosa como maleducada. O sea,
Ujú.
si tú únicamente pintabas lo que veías, pues era como, ¿y pues usted para qué está haciendo eso? Su función como artista es como entender, no sé, los designios de la naturaleza o de Dios o de
Acá
alguna
puse en la
filosofía.
pantalla la escultura,
Sí,
perdón.
o de alguna filosofía. Y si quieres, busca la de Clotho,
Ujú.
de Camille Claudel, que es ella también. La modelo es ella y ella es la misma de la edad. ¿Cómo se llama esa? Como la madurez del hombre, algo así, no me acuerdo. Pero ella también está en esa escultura. Em,
Pero no crees que, o sea, te entiendo lo que dices con lo de representar la naturaleza,
ujú.
pero no crees que también influye muchísimo que sea un cuerpo de una mujer adulta que no se siente como dignificado? Porque
Pero,
yo creo que no habría habido tanta crítica
pero
si
dignificado,
fuera,
¿a qué te
pues porque
refieres
es que
dignificado?
en esa época la gente diría, no, pero esto es terrible porque está mostrando como el raw del cuerpo, ¿sí me entiendes? O sea, no es,
Sí,
y me refiero a
pero
eso como en los,
dignificado es
pero
como...
escúchame, como en
Pero,
los estándares que se tenía de como esos cánones de belleza, porque a lo que te iba a decir es que si hubiera sido esa misma escultura,
ujú.
pero de una persona que bajo los estándares de belleza de esa época lo encontraban, pues lo entendían como bello, no creo que hubiera despertado tanta crítica.
Pues que no lo hubieran, es que lo que pasa es que no la hubieran esculpido.
Pues
Es que
sí,
eso es lo que pasa, ¿no?
bueno,
¿Sí me entiendes? O sea, no,
sí,
no
pero es que creo que
existía
no.
esa filosofía que tuvieras, ay, la voy a representar a ella, pero dignamente o pero clásicamente. No, 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 no hubiera, eso no pasaba.
Ujú.
Ponte a pensar en la escultura, pues bueno, esto es siglo XIX, finales XIX, comienzo XX. No había todavía como esas ganas de decir, uy, qué cuerpo tan bello el de esta mujer adulta, el de esta viejita. Eso no existía. Si tú te pones a buscar, por eso es que de pronto encuentras cosas como la de Klimt. Esta mujer, digamos, es muy parecida a esa de las edades de la mujer, de Klimt,
Ujú.
que es también precioso, que muestra a una señora como adulta, un perfil de una señora como adulta, que es increíble, increíble esa imagen, esa pintura. Pero no era común, para nada. Era súper curioso. Y tanto que, pues, por eso yo ahí veía y era lo que tienen ahí, lo tengo que volver a buscar. Yo no sé dónde lo encontré. Es como, no sé si fue como en JSTOR o no me acuerdo. Pero estaba como si fuera el recorte del periódico, como la noticia en un periódico o algo así, de alguien diciendo que era una vergüenza. Y una vergüenza ver como casi que abusado de la necesidad de la señora, porque la señora, si no estoy mal, era como una modelo italiana que había llegado a París porque no tenía, algo le había pasado con el hijo, algo. Ay, no me
Pero
estoy...
¿sabes qué me da curiosidad? O sea,
Dime.
tú dices que no existía un canon de belleza.
No, obvio sí existía.
Es que estás diciendo que en esa época,
No, no,
creo, si no te entendí mal, dijiste en esa época no existía
Ah, no, no
como
existía. O
esa
sea,
idea
si tú
de...
ibas a hacerla, si tú ibas, por ejemplo, Camille Claudel la trabaja con ella, pero dice que ella es clozo.
Ujú,
O sea, la vuelve un ser mítico.
ujú.
Y tú podías escudarte debajo de una narrativa mitológica para hacer a un hombre viejo, a una mujer vieja, 100%, obvio. O sea,
Por eso, pero
tú
entonces cuando
podías,
ella hace un retrato es de ella, diciendo que es ella, de la modelo. ¿No crees que por eso es que es tanta crítica?
sí,
O sea,
pero
porque está hablando del cuerpo de una persona que existe.
claro, pero en ambos, digamos que en ambos casos hubiera, supongo que el ser humano tenía conciencia de que ese era un cuerpo que existía, pero lo que lo hacía más digerible era decir, ah, pero es que esto está hecho para contar esta historia que es una historia clásica. Y además contando historias clásicas, pues se denotaba que la gente era como culta, que los artistas eran cultos también y estaban como trabajando dentro de toda la tradición clásica. Pero a lo que voy es que quién sabe, o sea, la debieron ver tan cruda, como tan cruda, o sea, tan libre de cualquier otra interpretación, sino de la más obvia que era, esto es el cuerpo de una mujer vieja
Ujú.
que les chocó muchísimo. Pero yo no sé si fue Rodin quien le puso, pero hay un poema y entonces yo siempre me acuerdo es en inglés del título de esa escultura, se llama She Who Was Once the Helmet Maker's Beautiful Wife.
Ush.
Sí, es que es como un pedacito del poema.
She who was once the helmet maker's beautiful wife.
Ajá.
Eh, qué lindo.
Sí, es que además lo que dice es súper bueno. O sea, digamos que la imagen como que despierta eso es súper bonita, súper bonita. Em, entonces, yo no sé si ese poema lo usó como a posteriori o yo no sé si el mismo Rodin fue el que hizo alusión a eso. Ahorita no me estoy acordando,
Ujú.
pero es un poema chévere. Pues ahí lo encuentras. Si lo buscas como poema,
A ver, poem.
seguramente sale quién es el escritor y pues podemos decir, porque me acuerdo que es el escritor.
A ver, espérame a ver.
Es un francés,
Eh,
que el poema me acuerdo que está en francés. Ag.
a ver, espérame.
Pues aquí te estoy esperando. No, es que no hay afán, tranqui.
Es que no quiero leer sin saber qué estoy leyendo.
Ven, lo busco a ver rapidín. Yo no puedo escribir en el celular, pucha.
Francois,
François.
François
Ujú.
Villon.
Villon.
Villon, no sé cómo se.
Mm,
François Villon. Porque dice, also called she who was once the helmet maker's beautiful wife. Lo dice, no lo voy a leer, pero
o sea
dice,
que
a title
entonces,
taken from the poem, bla,
sí.
bla, bla, by François Villon.
Ni te digo no entiendo. Puse eso y me salieron de primero como una página de porno. O sea, no entiendo qué
Qué
está
feo.
pasando. Sí, no sé.
Sí, o sea,
No voy
bueno,
a, sí, no voy a seguir buscando. No sé por qué salió eso.
sí.
Pero entonces, François Villon,
Sí.
perfecto.
Ujú. Listo. A ver, quitamos esto.
Pero no sé por qué llegamos a eso.
Porque dijiste papel que algún día estuvo turupudo,
Ah,
algo así.
muy bien, sí.
Mi amor, yo siempre
Entonces,
estoy atenta.
entonces,
¿Qué me hablas? ¿De qué me hablas?
it which was once,
No, she.
no, pero it, el papel. No,
Ah,
sí, no, le diría it,
no,
nunca.
no, no, pensé que...
Em, it which was once the paper maker's beautiful paper. No, no sé.
Buen intento.
Sí, ahí morimos en ese intento.
Morimos.
Sí,
Me
te vas
hundí.
conmigo.
Vincent Delanois,
Ajá.
who's saying, weather is much, much nicer today. How are you both doing? Great. Great. I
Yes,
think, well, I'm going to talk about me because I don't know
please.
you, but I think my jet lag is
Gone.
gone.
Good, good.
I mean, I'm sleepy.
Yeah, always.
No. Like in the mornings, I feel like puffy,
Okay.
and that doesn't happen to me when I rest well enough at night. But I think it's maybe that part that needs to adjust still.
Okay.
But I'm not having like headaches or nothing like that now. So,
Okay, good.
and you?
Woke up early,
But
but
the thing with you is that it's
nothing that seemed
yeah.
unnatural.
No, and I was gonna say that the thing with you is that sadly that's your normal.
Why sadly?
Well, because you sometimes tell me that you can't rest. I mean, it's like
I don't know
you
how to
open
rest,
your
yeah.
eyes at 2 a.m. and that's it.
But I've always thought that, like, I think I'm rested. Like, to me, it's just really weird to say, oh, I need to rest. Like, it has to be like a very specific situation that makes me think, oh, I need to rest. Like, I was telling you how usually with when I do workshops,
Yeah.
like if I have a free day in the end, that a lot of people would say, oh, that's so cool, go out and get to know the city or walk around, like we did, but I was with you, so
Yeah, I was gonna say.
of course we
I'm
were.
sorry.
No, but no, because you knew this. We always talk about this. Like,
No, I know that you love to
in
rest.
my last days, I always tell you, oh, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, you're just
I'm
like
just gonna stay in bed.
Yeah. Watch videos or read something
Yeah, because
or whatever. But
like I almost feel like I crash.
yeah,
Like,
no,
it's
but it
been-
makes sense. I mean, because it's a ton of work.
Yeah, and this one in particular is difficult because it's 2 weeks. So
And also the heat.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
everything adds up. I mean, it might feel like something separate, but I think it helps your body get more tired.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, but the thing is that I told you because I wanted to go to the Coliseum. Me.
Oh no, I was.
But you were. I mean, you were there when I was trying to get the tickets, and there were no tickets, only for Saturday.
Yeah.
And you were kind enough to tell me that you wanted to go with me, which I'm very happy we did because I think we had a great time.
Yeah.
Thing is that we already had booked the Vatican, so it wasn't a resting day
No.
for you. But I'm
No.
still super happy that we did it.
I'm never gonna regret, stuff like that.
Yeah,
So.
the thing is that I never want to feel like I'm taking away from your resting time because I think when you
No.
work so hard, you need to rest. It's like your body really needs to.
In those moments, I think are the ones that I feel like, oh, okay, this is my last day here. I've been walking around. Like usually, I would say, oh, I've been walking around looking at a ton of stuff. Like I'm okay with not walking around or not going to a museum or to look at, churches, or I would feel okay with myself saying, okay, today we're not going to do anything.
Yeah, and also the thing is that you've been in Rome a couple of times.
Yes.
So it's not like when you're going to give a workshop in a new place. Because I think that when you go to a new place, you kind of want to get to know the place also.
Yeah.
Because I think that has happened. I mean,
yeah.
you're like, I'm super tired, but I'm here. So I might as well get to know the place.
Yes.
But I think that you being in Rome for a couple of times, you can get to the point where you're okay with just staying at home because you've been there before.
Yes. But being your company is wonderful. So no. I would never, if I'm with you, I would never think that just spending a day doing nothing would be the best, like,
well,
way to
if we
have our
spend it
last day
together, it would be cool.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, but we had to take advantage of every little moment that we had. So
Yeah. And by the way, that
Yeah.
was the day we walked 26,000 steps.
yeah, thank you for that.
So not resting at all.
Yeah, that was
At
a nice
all.
nice way to finish the day.
Yeah. Abiola Adekanbi, who's saying, I just bought ultramarine for $35.
What?
Who knew oil paints can be so expensive?
Well, Aviola.
Abiola. A-B-larga-I-O-L-A.
So Aviola, where are you from?
And what?
And what brand of paint did you buy?
Yeah, because that is very expensive.
That's very, very expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I could buy a lower grade paint, lower grade ultramarine here for you for maybe $1.75. Maybe. And the thing with ultramarine is, sure, like if you buy super expensive ultramarine, it can be expensive just because, you know, expensive brands of painting are expensive. But ultramarine is one of those pigments that if you buy the cheaper one, you're kind of okay, to be honest. So, was it a large tube at least? Like one of
Like no, you have them there, but I don't know if they're.
it doesn't matter. Like, was it about that size of a tube or was it that size of a tube?
You just made me remember something. I think I've talked about this before, but I mean, now I remember that and I laugh a lot.
What's that?
And I love my mom. I mean, she was just trying to be extra kind, as she always is.
Always.
But I remember when I was back in college, I got some watercolors, like the tiny squares.
Yeah, that comes with the ones that come like in tablets.
Yes. And I bought them, and I bought like pretty expensive ones.
Yeah.
And I bought like my primary color palette.
Yeah.
And I had them, and I was gonna make a final with that. So I had to give a sketch. So the way I use
tie it
sketch.
with the conversation, yeah.
So like I would have to present the idea.
Yeah.
And they would say, yes, go ahead, or no, change it.
Okay.
And I went with that, and you had to say what medium were you going to use?
What medium were you going to use?
So I was going to use my watercolors.
Oh, I'm sorry. I felt I had to say what medium are you going to use.
And
yeah.
It was approved. And I was
Oh.
like, okay, I have to get into it.
Yeah.
I arrived back home.
Yeah. Ready to paint?
I just left them. I mean, I left a little bit of a mess, but I always like cleaned up.
It's
If I
your
was in a
mess.
rush, I would like clean it afterwards. So I cleaned my brushes, but I left like the table a little bit
little
bad.
messy.
Yeah. Not that bad, but I mean, in my mom's eyes,
Oh,
like
it's probably
terrible.
It's probably like a war
apocalyptic.
scene. Yeah.
Apocalyptic. I
Yeah.
said apocalyptic.
Okay, that's good.
And I went back, and I knew I wanted to do the final right now, like to start it, because it was a watercolor. I haven't done watercolor, so I wanted to like have the time to do it, and I also had just 1 week left.
Yeah.
So I get there, and I start looking for the little boxes, and I was like, Mom, have you seen them? Because I know I left them here. And she was like, oh, I was just like trying to help you clean everything. They're in the kitchen because they're drying. And I was like, wait.
Your
what?
paint box?
No,
are
what
you
drying?
talking?
Because it wasn't paint box. I just bought like the little squares, like the little tiny
Or your palette? I mean.
containers.
Yeah.
So my mom said that, and I was like, why? If she was helping me clean the palette, why did she carry the watercolors too to clean?
Yeah.
And I go there, and there's just the plastic boxes.
Oh.
And I was like,
she thought
Mom,
the little.
what's this? And she was like, oh, that was like crazy, crazy dirty. Because I was like putting water, and color was just like getting out. And
It
I was like,
so
Mom.
hard. It was so hard to get rid of all that
and
color.
She was like, oh, I soaked it in like hot water. So it would just like take all the
God.
color out. And I was like, Mom, that's not dirt. I mean,
That was-
that's the
that's the actual
actual
paint.
watercolor. She was like, no, I'm sorry. But I mean, at the moment, I freaked out
Of course.
because I was like, I spent a ton of
Yeah,
money.
usually those can
'Cause
be
I was-
more expensive.
Yeah. And I was like, I was working as a bartender, but
Yeah.
it was like I don't know, I was there for less than 6 months, maybe. So I was like splurging by that because I was like, I have my own money. I
Yeah.
am gonna buy like super nice watercolors because I want to. I want to
Yeah.
try them. And that happened. And my mom felt so bad. And I remember she was like, where can we go right now? And I was like, Mom, nowhere. I mean, we're not gonna be able to get it right now. It's 8 p.m.
Oh
She
yeah.
was like, no, but where can I go? And I remember she was like, do you want me to go to Cedritos?
Oh yeah, that's
Which
right.
is like a small mall. And I was like, no, Mom, it's not going to be there. But I remember I was like so stressed. And then I cried. And then
Yeah.
I started, like, I was crying and laughing.
Yeah, yeah.
And my mom
What
was
can you
like,
do?
I don't know how you're feeling. Like, is it okay now that you're laughing? And I was like, Mom, I just can't believe that you thought that, I mean, you saw completely full little boxes with one color, like one pure color. And
Yeah.
you just like wash it off, wash everything off. I'm gonna soak it in warm water so it can, like, I can get all the color out. It was just, I mean, it's a good story now, but it hurt me a lot. And then I got them back, and I remember my mom wanted to pay for them. I think she paid. No, I think she paid for them afterwards. But I couldn't get them in time for the final, so I had to change
You
my
had to do
idea
something else?
without it being approved.
Oh.
So it was risky. The
Well.
teacher wasn't so happy,
Yeah.
but I mean,
I mean, what
I
can you
did what
do?
I had to do because I
Yeah.
remember we went to the store the next Monday.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh no, those, we run out of those because we don't bring that many.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and do you know when you're going to get them back? And she was like, I don't know, 1 month, 2 months. Yeah. That was.
But that's mothers being mothers.
No, and I mean, I couldn't be mad.
No.
I mean, I was
'cause
like
no,
stressed,
that's
but
an
she was
honest-
just like being super sweet because I
Yeah,
remember
that's an honest mistake.
sometimes I would leave like a disorder, a terrible chaos when I was making, I don't know, a painting, whatever. And my mom, like, her way of showing me love
Mm-hmm.
was like, I cleaned everything for you to help you so that when you come back, you can rest.
Yeah.
And you know that you don't have to stress about cleaning everything up.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want to rest or you can't rest because you have to work more, just like checking that box for you. So it always comes from love.
Yes.
So I couldn't be mad.
No, impossible.
And I remember after that happened, I was just like, Mom, I just feel it's like hilarious
Oh, of course.
that happened. And she was like, and I feel dumb because that never crossed my mind that those were the actual watercolors. Because she told me, like, they were like little boxes. Why aren't they like in a palette, like in a bar or in a something? And I was like, Mom, because they're expensive. So you just get the colors you want to. Because you don't have to get like a full palette.
Yeah.
If you don't want to use, if you just want to use 4 colors, then you get 4 colors. But yeah.
Your mom is super nice.
Yeah. It was funny. But yeah. Maria
See?
was saying, saddest song you guys listened to.
Saddest
Ooh.
song.
You know, I have a lot of songs that I remember crying while listening to them.
Yeah.
I think you've witnessed
Oh,
that happen.
Yes. Many times.
Sometimes you're like, what's going on? And I was like, no.
Not
it's
with
just-
that tone.
No, but you're like worried.
Oh,
Because
yes.
you're like, oh, what's going on? Are you okay? And I'm like, no, it's just that song. But now, I don't know why any song comes to my mind. Only the Jessie song
Oh,
of Toy Story in Spanish.
I don't even know. I don't think I've ever felt sad
You
with
haven't
a
cried
no
with a
with
song?
song. No,
Well, I
never.
have to. Sometimes I'm listening for the first time and I have to pause the song because I
Yeah.
can't breathe.
Oh Jesus, no,
Yeah, it's
no.
like I feel like when you're so sad that you feel like a pain, like
Yeah.
cold in your chest. I have experienced that a lot of times with
Mm.
music. So
Oh wow, no, not me. I feel it's weird. My relationship with music is kind of weird. I feel I don't think I get as much as people usually get out of music. I'm super happy when people like there's tons of people that feel like their life really has like soundtracks.
hmm
I don't think mine has, to be
yeah, I
honest.
think with you, I mean, in these years that I've been with you, I've realized that you enjoy music, but you don't like crave music. I don't know if that makes sense. I
Yeah,
mean, you
I
could be fine without listening to music for a long period. It's not
yes.
like you need it.
No.
But
No.
sometimes, I don't know, a movie, a TV show, a series, whatever, it's like, oh, I want to see something new. Like you need it. You feel like you want it, but not with music. And I think that I am like my sensibility is very goes very hand in hand with music. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel that sometimes without even realizing, I start listening to music and my mood swings
Yeah.
like completely. Yeah. So I'm super happy, or then I'm like super introspective,
Mm-hmm.
or then I'm crying. And yeah, I just think I feel so much.
Yeah. No,
And
I
you know
don't
what
have
I
that.
what I what happens to me too? I know that's dumb
No,
and
come
it's
on.
like
Don't say
come
that.
on.
No, don't say
But
that.
sometimes when I'm that happens a lot when I'm walking. Like that happened to me in Rome, for example. I
Mm-hmm.
had like my headphones and I went walking
Yeah.
around,
Yeah.
and it's like the soundtrack of it. Or I just like start feeling that that music is meant to be with this moment.
Yeah.
So I just like groove differently.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but
No, that's pretty cool. I feel like I feel sad that I don't have that.
no, but why? I think it's just you maybe enjoy movies more than I do. And I think that's just your sensibility. But I don't think it's like bad not to feel it. Because it's not like you don't feel at all. It's just you
No, no.
don't with music that much. So,
Yeah, I don't. Like even right now I'm trying to think of something that I would understand as like sad, like super sad music. Probably like some classical music, I'm sure. Like you can kind of feel the sadness behind it. But I don't know. I don't know.
you,
Like I wish I could feel like heartbroken with like a song, Like, oh my God, this is
because
too
I
much.
feel that many times. Sometimes, because I've talked to you about that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the music in
Yeah.
a series, like in a specific moment,
Yeah.
it just breaks my heart.
Mm.
Like that added music to that specific thing I'm seeing.
Yeah.
It's just I can't handle that. And you've seen me cry a lot.
Yes.
And it's like, no, but that's not even sad. Like when I realize, like when I think about it afterwards, it wasn't as sad what I was seeing,
Yeah.
but the music just got to me. So,
Well, that's a powerful soundtrack then.
yeah. Yeah. That's why I always say that I feel like I feel too much. I feel a lot. Not too much, but a lot.
Mm.
Um Emily said, I feel that about music too, Danny. So we're two criers, two very emotional
Mhm.
music listeners.
Yeah.
Ricardito.
Oh, I remember something.
What?
I think we had this conversation once
What?
that you were listening to what's the British guy that you like, Sam Smith?
Sam's. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Who is he? You said?
No,
Who's the
no,
British
no.
guy?
Oh, I forgot his name,
My
but he's
God.
no, he's an incredible singer. Come on, that's not the point here.
I've cried a lot.
Yeah,
music.
and it was like a song about heartbreak or something of a relationship or something.
Midnight Train.
Maybe, I don't know. But
yeah,
I remember
that you were like, it doesn't make sense.
But I was no, but this is what I remember telling you, like, because I think you were crying, and I was like, what are you remembering that you're crying? Like, why does it have like that impact? Like, because I was curious. Like, you could have told me like, no, I remember this, ex-boyfriend or something.
No,
and it
but
makes
that's
me...
never the
and
case
then,
with
and
me.
you were like, no, I don't. I like
feel
what
for
they
the
are
lyrics.
talking has no.
I can't relate. No,
I cannot relate to anything
relate.
like that in my life, but I feel it.
Exactly.
And I was like, okay, see, that's where I'm.
Exactly. You described it perfectly. Because sometimes they're talking about like their kids. And I'm just like bawling my eyes out. I don't have kids. So I don't know what that would feel. But
or
it's like.
sometimes the song is in Portuguese and you don't even understand it and you're crying.
And I'm crying like crazy. But that happens to me. I mean, I feel like just listening to the lyrics.
Yeah.
I just like get the feelings they're trying to. I mean, it's like they were telling you a story.
Right.
And sometimes that happens to me. I mean, when I see a movie and I know it's a movie, but I'm just like crying so hard because I feel for them. And I wouldn't even say I feel for them, but it's sometimes terrible because I feel the pain they're feeling. So not only feel for them, but like feel what they're feeling.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's that's why I'm saying I feel
That's a
too
lot.
much.
You're like a martyr of music.
Yeah. Not only of music, that's the thing. I mean, when I'm watching a movie,
You feel for the actors and
yeah,
actresses
I
too?
feel that. I mean, and that happens more with sadness. Like if they lose someone or if they are like heartbroken, I'm just like so sad. So sad. As if it was happening to me. But yeah, that happens a lot with music. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part that I like, those sort of things. And I'm not making fun of it or anything. It's just that when you were so sad, I was like, I remember thinking, oh, this probably reminds her of something. Like
it's never that.
Like I totally respect her. Like, no, she needs a moment. Like, this is her. This is just a reminder of her past. And you were like, no, it's not. What? No, it's nothing.
And
I
it's
was like,
never
what?
that. Yeah.
And then I was like, why the hell are you crying then? Like, what's...
Yeah, but then you got to see me. I mean, you just gave the best example. Because I was crying, and I've told this story here, but I was like crying, but like crying like crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like feeling that pain that I was describing. So I was like feeling that pain in my chest. And then my brain was like, why are you crying? I mean, it's a song in Portuguese and you don't even understand Portuguese.
Yeah.
So I just like stopped crying and I started laughing.
Okay,
I look like a crazy woman, but I
a
came
lot of
here
in
I
2
remember
seconds.
I came here laughing, but I was like laughing so bad after that. And you were like, is everything okay? You're okay? No, but breathe, because I remember you were there in the bedroom. And I went with my eyes like red and super like puffy from crying. And I still had like the tears, but I was laughing like...
Yeah, I just don't understand so many emotions at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, I can do laughing and I can do crying.
But I was like still crying, but laughing.
Yeah.
And you were like, what's happening? And I started talking and I was like laughing, but like tears were coming down.
Yeah, that's very tough for me.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm a very primitive person, so I understand. I understand only like one feeling at a time.
Yeah. But I don't feel like that's primitive. I just feel that really people feel in different ways.
Yes.
I mean, and that doesn't mean that you're not sad or that something uh is not like, I don't know, that makes you super happy or that makes you super worried. But it's like your emotions express themselves in different ways.
Yeah.
And I think my emotions are very vocally. And it's not because I am vocal about them, but it's because my brain works that way. Like it just like I feel an emotion and like every part of my body is feeling it like 1,000%.
Yeah. Oof.
So yeah.
No, I do like if I'm happy, I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. No, no, no. And that's good. I mean, and if you're mad, you're mad.
Yes.
And
Very basic. Very,
Yeah.
very basic.
yeah.
Like, I don't think you've ever wondered what is going on with me. Like, you probably say, oh no, he's worried about something.
But
Or, oh no, he's angry about something.
I mean, the thing is that I think, of course, that people get to perceive other people because of the way they live. Of course. I mean, according to my experience, I understand my world. So I remember at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and I've learned to like understand that that's just the way your personality is.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you are like, like you're mad about something,
Yes.
but then it's like silence. So I'm like, is everything okay? And you're like, yeah, yeah, don't worry. But then I get worried
Why?
because I know that something happened to you, and my body, like my mind thinks like, oh, that thing would trigger that thing in me. So I used to think that the way I would react
Mm-hmm.
was similar to the way your brain would react. It was not like I was trying to say that my way was the way, but I think that my brain in that split second was like, oh, you have to be aware because maybe he's hurting, or maybe he's like needing to talk, or maybe he's needing, So I think I felt that a lot. And then I understood that you just process things in different times.
Yes.
And sometimes you could be stressed and you're like, I'm going to work, or I'm going to paint, or I'm going to play a video game, and I don't want to talk about it, think about it. That's just your way
Yes.
of working with that. My way is different. And I think it's not one is better than the other. They're just different because we're different human beings.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
So-
I would never. I would never criticize the way you deal with whatever it is that you're dealing with.
No, and I think that you're very nice too, because we have very different ways of reacting to emotions.
Yes.
But I think that the cool part is that we both understand the way the other reacts. So we know how to read the other person without imposing the way you would react.
Yeah.
I know that if I worded that out correctly, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm just like painting or carving or existing, and I'm listening to music, and I just like get all the feelings, all the sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because as I was saying, I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I feel the pain in my chest.
Yeah. That's you got to see a doctor for that.
Because I just feel so bad for what they're talking about. It's just like I want to do something to ease that pain.
Oof.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah. You
Well, not
get it.
terrible. It's just a lot. I feel
Yeah.
like I wouldn't be able to do it. Like what you're describing to me sounds like work,
Yeah, but I think
and I
that
wouldn't be able to say, "Oh, I'm gonna like while I'm painting, I'm gonna be listening to this thing that's gonna make me feel like crap."
Mhm.
because then I can't paint. Then what's the point in like me trying to work if I do something that's making me kind of go outside what I need to be doing.
But I think that's beautiful because, I mean, that talks about your reaction to emotions being super faithful to what you really are and how you really feel. Because in my case, I think I couldn't be like listening to something
Mm-hmm.
and not like I couldn't understand how I could listen to something and not feel it. Not because I don't understand that other people can do it, but because I know the way I feel when I do certain things. And I think I enjoy like the strength of those feelings.
Okay.
Like they just like make me feel like present. I don't know. So I just like love feeling all my feelings
Okay.
with that strength. So
That's
yes.
very nice.
Thank you.
You okay over there?
But I love that it's very nice. It's not for me, but it's very
No. Oh
nice.
no, we're
'Cause
very different.
with you, I see you super like steady. And for me it's like, "Oh, that's amazing." But that wouldn't be for me.
No, you need to yeah. For my life it helps that I am just very I don't know. Like I like not it's not about being in control,
No, but
but like
I think you're
having
like
peace of mind.
exactly. Yeah. You're like super stable. Your emotions are like stable. And I think that's fascinating cuz mine's are I think I'm a stable person, but I feel a lot.
No, that's good. That's really nice.
Um let's see. Ricardito
Yeah.
was saying, I feel music a lot. Sometimes a song comes on and I start crying when a note hits.
Yeah.
But I'm also synthetic, so I see like auras of colors when I listen to music sometimes, a little sometimes,
Is that
a
what it's
lot,
called?
a lot more.
Ricardo,
Sometimes,
synthetic?
espérame, a ver,
Okay, sorry.
termino ya. Sometimes I don't even remember things. Sometimes it's not even about the lyrics. Most times to me, it's about the sound of the music, the crescendo, oh, oh, a harmony, or how a note culminates. That makes me feel.
Mm.
Yeah, because sometimes for me, many times it's the lyrics,
Yeah.
but as I was describing, if it's like something that's happening in a movie
Mm.
and they have like a heartbreaking song,
Yeah.
I don't care if they're like happy in a roller coaster. That music would make my feelings just like go out. Florecer, I was gonna say, but
Flourish.
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 Belts
Yeah.
was saying, "Oh yeah, I associate some songs with holidays I've had too when listening and walking around." So what I was describing of me in Rome, the thing is that now that Belts says that, it's not like I remember that moment when I listen to that song, but that I feel in that moment that
Mhm.
that song is fitting
Okay.
that moment.
Okay.
Liad was saying one from Metallica is a super sad song if you listen to the lyrics. Tobias Riveros dice hello de Paraguay, saludos. Hola Tobias, desde Colombia.
Nuestro hermano guaraní.
Paraguayo. Belts was saying the portrait is looking really cool. Hadn't seen this technique before with the underpainting, almost like translucent.
Yeah. This one, we only did one painting like this. The first OPL painting.
Yeah.
So, but this used to be like this is a very kind of classical way.
Traditional, yeah, I was gonna
very
say.
very traditional way of constructing an image. And for me in illustration, it was like this was the way to make a painting. Drawing, underpainting, and then you paint it. It was like the most basic, but the most almost like surefire way of feeling like you were taking the right steps when making a painting. So you're not trying to improvise while you're painting. You kind of already know what you're doing, or at least you know where you're headed.
Caqueiro.
Oh, can I say, because I've been
Yeah,
thinking
go
about
ahead.
this. I'm gonna say, without, there's no risk of sounding pretentious here, just saying that it's classical music, but um, I've always felt it's not sad, but just like very, very beautiful. So it's kind of like that overwhelming feeling of beautiful that kind of makes you like, oof.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Bach's "Where Sheep May Safely Graze."
Mm-hmm.
I know that that's the title, but I don't know which. "Where Sheep May Safely Graze." Yeah, yeah. That song, you've probably heard it. They've used it for tons of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very beautiful. Really, really beautiful. So maybe that. I don't think of it as a sad song, but I think of it as like, wow, that is beautiful. Like, and I guess that's kind of like the same feeling I get when I see something that is like, when I see a painting that's beautiful, when I see something that is kind of overwhelming, like like your senses just are like, oh my God, this is too much. This is really beautiful. But but that one is just like a super, super simple composition that is just, it's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. So maybe that's sad. Like that I can see that making me sadder than any lyrics.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that maybe, I mean, that talks about your sensibility.
Yeah.
So your brain like feels the beauty of that composition more sad than, for example, for me, the lyrics.
Yeah.
Because the lyrics hit me hard and they don't have to hit you. Or maybe, I mean, if I'm being 100% honest, I think I've never cried with classical music.
Yeah.
I feel they're beautiful, but they would never make me feel like I want to cry or I need to cry or
right.
So I think it's just different sensibilities.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Let me think, because I don't want to give like a whatever answer to this. But I'm trying to think if there's something that I've been like, oh, this is tough.
Because, for example, I mean, and I don't care that people are like, oh, classical music is like the music, the only type of music.
No. That's why I was saying like this has nothing to do with like.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, I mean,
you could cry with a Britney Spears song that you find beautiful.
Because I was talking about the
something.
Jessie music, like the Jessie song in Toy Story.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, of course, it's nothing near classical music. But I have to say that gets to me in a way.
No. And that song gets to many people.
Not any. Yeah, but you know how it gets to me.
Oh, no, you're destroyed. Yeah, that's.
So I would say that song, I don't care if it's good, it's bad, it's funny, it's cheesy. I don't care. It gets to me in a way that not any classical composition would get to me.
Yeah.
For example, I think of that song, La de Por qué se fue.
Okay.
Eso, creo.
Sí.
And I remember that song as a kid.
Yeah.
And I remember I couldn't listen to it when my parents put it in the radio because it's like describing the moment that someone passes away.
Yeah.
So someone that loved that person is describing the moment of the accident.
Yeah.
And it was so sad for me. So sad for me.
I don't know what the original, because that song is in English.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yo es que Leo Dan.
No. Well, that's Alcia Acosta.
Sí, yeah. No, es que pensé que ibas a decir la original y te iba a decir que había Alcia
Yeah, I
Acosta
forget.
y Leo Dan.
Yeah, it was actually like, that's probably like a 19... trying to think what would that be? Like 50s song, maybe?
Because so according to this,
Yeah.
no, is it?
Yeah.
No, wait, because I don't think it is.
In fact, I think Eddie Vedder sings that song also.
Because it says Bobby Vinton, but I don't think it's that song because it says Sealed with a Kiss.
Yeah, I think so. Is that the title? Maybe people know.
A ver, busco los lyrics.
What's that song about the car accident?
No, it's not this one.
No?
No, because this one's like.
People will know. People will tell us in a second, I feel.
No, it's not this one.
Okay.
Not Sealed with a Kiss. Nope. A ver. No veo. Ay, pero de pronto es esta. So maybe it is Last Kiss.
Maybe.
It says. Wayne Cochran. So maybe.
Maybe. I just know that it's a very old song, like an old. I wouldn't know what that is. Like a rock ballad, maybe, like a sad.
Because it said here, if it's the one I'm saying from Wayne Cochran, it says it's a U.S. singer of rhythm and blues.
R&B song, old.
Yeah, 1961 was
okay,
that
60s,
song. So
okay, 61. I was thinking 50s maybe, but
oh yeah, it's that one.
yeah, you're listening to it.
No, I'm not listening. I'm reading the lyrics.
Yeah. So that for us, it's like Alcia Costa, and it's a very good like.
Or Leodan, because there's two versions that were pretty popular both. But what? I'm sorry.
I'm wondering, like, no, but I think I know Alcia Costa's one. I don't know if I know the other one. Older, is it?
A ver, año.
We're losing Danny.
No, I'm there.
No, yeah.
I'm just looking for the year to see which one was first. So, Alcia Costa was in 77.
Okay. Oh, my year.
Yeah. But I can't see the Leodan.
I don't even know that singer.
Why can't I?
It's okay, Danny.
No, I need to. I need to now. Now I need to. I'm sorry.
And does he sing that song? Are you sure? Or maybe you were kind of confused.
No, I'm sure.
Because the very famous version of that song that you're saying is Alcia Costa. 100%. So maybe you're...
No.
No?
Usted dice porque se fue Leodan.
Oh no, that sounds even earlier.
Yeah, because I was
That's
saying
like
this
a
is the
rock and roll.
original.
Yeah.
This is like the song I listened to because my parents would listen. It was this one. So not Alcia Costa's
Mm,
version. Leodan.
okay.
I mean,
He doesn't sound Colombian, so maybe he's from somewhere.
Leodan. Uh, he was born in 1942
Mm-hmm.
in Argentina.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but that's the version
Oh,
that
okay.
made
So
me
that's
cry.
earlier. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a lot.
that's
That
earlier.
sounds like early 70s or late 60s
Yeah, that's
also.
why when you were saying no, Alcia Costa, I was like, yeah, but Leodan, because I remember that song and that name.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you were very confident about the name.
Yeah. Uh. So. So Jean Roussine
Ooh
was
la
saying "When
la.
She Loved Me" by Randy Newman. No, so it wasn't that one. It was "The Last Kiss." Was it "Last Kiss"? The name.
Yes.
um.
No, but the one that you're saying, I think she's saying, because Randy Newman does the Toy Story songs. I think
Oh.
that's the song of
Yeah,
Jesse in
cuando alguien
English.
me amaba. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
In
no.
in English, I mean, it could like it just flew by me. I
Yeah,
had
I
no
had to
idea.
like be like, no, wait, what?
Yeah, but
No.
in Spanish, I think that song is just so beautiful. Like we even Fer was like, "Do you still cry with that?" And I was like, "Fer, I don't know. Remember in the last apartment?"
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, "I want to do the test." And I was like, "No, cuz now I know and I'm not going to cry." And we put that song
Cried for
with the
3
part
days.
of the video. And Nicolas was like, "See, she's not crying." And like they just looked at me and I was like bawling my eyes out. So,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but you're right. Jean Roussine. That's the song. Gaby Pérez dice, Oli, eso está quedando re bonito.
Gracias, Gaby.
Caqueiro dice, hello,
Mm.
hello. Hoy tarde pero presente, ¿cómo van? Te extrañamos ayer, Cacaíto. Te extrañamos. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué hace Cacaíto ahorita? Jean Roussine was saying, when I used to work creating TV commercials, we always said that the music could completely make or break the spot, completely change how it feels. And of course, there's always those breakup songs that can bring it all back, even from many years ago. Sounds like Nick just responds more to visual stimuli. But you know what's the weird thing with me? I don't associate songs with like breakups or with like friends or family. No. I mean, if I cry with a song, it's because of the lyrics of the song. I feel like it's not like music transports me to another moment of my life. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yeah.
Emily was saying, you are an empath, Danny. An
Okay.
empath?
Yeah, it's
Like
you have empathy for.
empática?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gil was saying, I'm a sucker for sad songs, 100% emo. Robin was saying, hello, beautiful. Hello, beautiful.
Oh, thank
Hey,
you
Robin.
for that. Hello, beautiful.
Hello, beautiful to you too, Robin. Cacaíto dice, todo bien, adelantando trabajo, los extrañé también. Ayer estaba llena de trabajo, pero hoy sí juiciosa por acá. Me encanta que es como, ay, qué pereza, tengo mucho
Sí.
trabajo y no puedo ver el live.
No, pero ya salí
Divina
de
mi
esa,
Cacaíto.
ya salí de esa pendejada.
Ahora sí puedo ir a lo importante. Hablar de Leodan. So let's go back to when we were saying hi.
Okay.
David Lauren was saying
Yeah.
hola and a heart. Hola, David. Douglas Gregory was saying Odd Nerdrum and Roberto Ferri both come to mind for Old Master styles.
Okay.
Darren Johnson was saying Lubbock, Texas in the house. Woo! Hey, Darren. The artsy nurse was saying hello, everyone.
Oh,
Hello,
she's
the
been
artsy nurse.
very well. I'm gonna say she, but I don't. I'm assuming. So
No, they told us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, very faithful with us recently.
Ibrahim Salah
Mm.
was saying, okay, thank you. When I made the painting, I'm on OPL Discord. We'll send you there. We'll also tell you here that.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so let us know. Yeah. And let me know where in Discord, because I don't know my way in Discord.
Send Danny a link.
Yeah. No, but you can't share links
Yeah, I
here.
know. That's gonna make her cry. So don't.
Sergio Beltrán dice saludos desde el estudio de plastilina. Hola, Sergio.
Fantástico. Me
Pero
encanta
Sergio
eso.
nos había dicho ayer que estaba en el estudio de
De
y
alguien
nos dijo
más.
un nombre, sí. No sé si nos está dando como piezas de un rompecabezas.
Me gusta este enigma.
Me gusta esa voz. Tintin was here and was saying, hola, Dani and Nico.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Go
Tintin,
to sleep.
what time is it there? I don't know if they're
Too
still here.
late/early.
Roslyn was saying hi, everyone. Hey, Roslyn, how are you? What are you doing, Roslyn? What are you doing right now? María Clara Fuentes Tobar dice, jajaja, sí, Nicolás usualmente era María solamente.
Sí, me acuerdo.
Usualmente me dicen María Clara o Clarita. Sí, yo siempre le decía María Clara.
Es que Clarita le añade como 70 años a usted,
¿Qué?
María.
¿Por qué?
No, Clarita, mi amor, eso es como... No sé.
¿Qué? Tú sí. Manu was saying bonjour. Bonjour, Manu.
La la.
Hablando de bonjour, se me acabaron.
Pero
Se me acabaron, sí, esta
esos
mañana.
bonjour no están dando...
Uy,
O sea, duramos 3 años... No,
¿3?
duramos 6 años de lo que te conozco sin
Sí.
que te comas un bonjour.
No, en
Te
la casa de
comiste
mis
uno
papás.
Y se abrieron las compuertas.
Que mis papás, cuando estuvimos de viaje, nos dejaron acá unos bonjour. 4. Ya se acabaron los 4.
¿Unos bonjour o unos bonjoures?
Bonjour. Es como
Yo diría unos bonjoures.
unos bonjour.
¿Tú dices unos yogur o unos yogures?
Yogures. No,
Por
unos...
eso.
¿Los yogures? Los yogures.
Sí.
Los bonjour. Y digo bonjour porque se escribe bonjour.
Sí,
No
para
es
los
como que esté
no-
diciendo bonjour
Es cereal con
con
yogur
bonjour.
para los que
Ujú,
no
que
están...
es delicioso.
Es una marca, es un producto.
Sí. Y es una marca.
Pues
La
sí.
marca es bonjour.
No es que la marca es alpina
Pero
y el producto es bonjour. No sé.
es
mentira.
es un nombre registrado de un producto
Es
de
un
Alpina.
producto de una marca de... Sí.
Es un producto registrado porque es una, o sea, bonjour tiene la R registrada, pero es de Alpina. Entonces sí. Y después Samu y Fer vieron y se antojaron de unos. Y
Ya,
creo que los
esos
compré
no dieron
ayer.
un brinco.
Ayer, sí, y ayer en la noche
Dios
abrí
santo.
abrí la nevera y no había.
Dios santo.
Sí, yo dije, ay, voy a mirar a ver a qué
No,
saben. Ya no hay nada.
Mis hijos en este momento solo crecen y comen.
Y duermen
Sí.
a deshoras. Pero esa es la vida de alguien, no sé, joven. Emilio Sorni dice, me encanta el hilo de las conversaciones en los lives, jaja. Siempre termino enterándome de cosas nuevas.
Mm.
Me gusta que Emilio dijo enterándome de cosas y no aprendiendo cosas, porque a veces es más lo que uno se entera. Que
Sí.
terminas tú hablando de tu vida.
No,
yo de
sí,
mi
aquí no
vida.
se está enseñando nada.
No, pero me
No.
gusta.
No he hablado un segundo de la pintura.
Irving Torres Art dice,
Ujú.
hola chicos, extrañé sus en vivos.
Hello,
Acá pintando
Irving.
junto con ustedes y escuchándolos. Espero lo
Maravilloso.
hayan pasado de maravilla en su viaje. Nice hat, by the way, Dani. Muchas gracias. es doble faz. Tiene ese como crudo y al otro lado tiene florecitas. No tenían por qué decirlo, pero
¿Quién?
yo,
No, pues estás compartiendo.
pero sí. Y que está pintando Irving, que nos deje saber
Muy buen pintor,
si
Irving.
de pronto Irving quiere y si alguien que esté pintando quiere. Hace rato no lo digo, pero en Instagram si lo llegan a postear, algo en lo que estén trabajando mientras
Adivina qué
escuchan los
no está
live.
funcionando hoy.
¿Instagram?
Ujú, está
Ah, es que
caído
no me he
desde...
metido.
Sí, está caído desde por la mañana.
Bueno, cuando funcione Instagram. No, pero a mí sí me funciona.
¿A ti sí?
Sí,
Entonces de pronto volvió hace poquito.
se te cayó a ti.
No, 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 no. No
No,
estaba...
mira, ahí. Ay, divino.
No, 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 ahí te van a decir.
No, me metí, refresqué.
Sí, no, pero pregúntale a la gente y verás que... Was Instagram down for you guys most of the day?
You just made me realize that I
You hadn't...
hadn't
That's a
opened
good
the
thing.
app.
That's awesome.
I don't open. I mean, I open it sometimes a lot. Sometimes it could be like 2 days that I'm like, oh, Instagram.
Yeah, I do it because, you know, it's part of our job.
No, it makes sense. And I think that I look to our YouTube studio more than you do, for example.
Oh, yes, for sure.
I don't know why. I always turn on my computer
Yeah.
and it's like my brain does that for itself. But I just like go to my tab, like my saved tabs, and I open the YouTube studio and I look like through the first, like the main screen and the
Yeah.
comments.
I never look at those things.
I do. But I understand because I think that's the way your brain works with Instagram. So, Darko B. Oh,
Mhm.
no. But what I was
Okay.
saying to Irvin is that if he wants to, if someone wants to, if they're like painting or drawing or doing something they want to share with us while they're looking at the live stream, you could use the hashtag #OurPaintedLives.
Oh.
And I would be super happy to see what you guys are up to. I just love when people, when they share their work, but I feel it's also super cool when they share like watching the video.
Mhm.
So you kind of see, I remember that someone shared the cat looking, I don't know, I think it was Jose Fails that shared the cat
Jose
looking
Fail
at,
said,
Jose Fails said that the cat.
yeah.
Yeah. But I love that. I think it's cool. Margo Delgado dice, es como raro verte no tapar el dibujo. La verdad sufro un poco cuando lo haces y ahora lo echo de menos. O sea, Margo, difícil tener contenta a Margo. Es como, no, ¿por qué lo tapa? Ay, pero ¿y por qué no lo tapó?
O echa de menos ahora el dibujo, ¿no?
No.
Ahora viéndolo.
No, está diciendo que sufre. O
Ujú.
sea, lo que yo entendí es que sufre cuando haces el dibujo y luego es como pintas sin como usar, como apoyarte en el dibujo,
Sí.
pero que ahora extraña eso cuando haces esto. O sea,
Pues es una vez, Margo. Por favor.
pues no, y no tiene que ser una, puede ser, no sé, varias,
Sí,
solo
pero
una. Ay, mira tu dedito, tus marquitas del
Sí.
dedito, divino. Sí.
es que ya se me está acabando el espacio donde apoyar.
Ay. Elaine Shukri was saying, good morning, Danny and Nicolas from Down Under. We are experiencing UK winters here whilst they experience our summers. Brr.
Oh, Elaine.
What temperature is it there right now, Elaine?
So the world is upside down right now. It's just too hot in too many places. Way, way too hot.
Yeah.
Like unhealthy hot.
When I was talking about the story about the watercolors,
Yes.
T was saying, that's an honest mistake, he says, and a crying emoji.
Yeah. Your mom was
Yeah.
was being nice.
I think it was actually an honest mistake.
Of course it was.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, I thought of a song. I mean, it's an
Oh,
easy one. I think this is like a gimme, though.
which one?
But it shows 100% how performance
Mm-hmm.
changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the Nine Inch Nails song "Hurt," but sang by Johnny Cash. I mean, I think that's like probably 99% of people here are going to say, "Oh yeah, that's easy. That one's easy." That one I have to say maybe gets to me, maybe.
I'm
But it's
sorry, I
because
don't know it.
you've never heard that song?
It
Oh, it's tough. Oh, you can listen to that after we finish. I think you're going to be like, oof, that's a tough song.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because it's one of the greatest singers in all of history. One of the greatest voices in all of history. And it's just, you know, this kind of growly, just, I don't know. I don't know how you could, I don't know how anyone could sing like that except for just, a life full of, a roller coaster of a life. And just, I, it's just so chock full of experience how he sings because he doesn't even like sing. He just opens his mouth. It's pretty incredible. Yeah.
But what you're talking about, like performance, I
Yeah.
think that makes sense a lot. Because one of my favorites, or my favorite song, is We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off.
Okay.
But not the original one, which is from Jermaine Stewart. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it okay. But I love the one that is from Ella Airy. Again, doing my best with the pronunciation, but I get what you're saying, because the original song, it's good. But this one, just, I love it.
Yeah, you like that song.
Yeah. And I love her voice. So beautiful. Cosette Pineda dice, me encanta esta pintura.
Gracias, Cosette.
Marcelo Peralta was saying, hi everyone, got
Hey,
in
Marcelo.
late today, underpainting looking good.
Oh, thank you.
Veliko Duric was saying, light is awesome. Irving Torres Art was saying, dice, muchas gracias por el cumplido. Estoy haciendo una reproducción de la Mona Lisa, pero de mi propia modelo a un estilo moderno. Digamos que es un homenaje a mi primera influencia artística.
Wow.
Thanks, Danny. I'll post something and tag you guys with the hashtag. Oh, thank you. Awesome. I would be happy to see it, Irvin. Irvin sounds...
Well,
I mean, I'm used to calling Irvin, not Irvin. So it just like felt different.
I'm sure
It was like the first time I had to say Cosette Pineda and not Cosette Paz.
I'm sure he's okay with both.
Marcelo Peralta was saying, I listened to the end of yesterday's live. So cool to see you were talking about capoeira. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were. I thought maybe you were going to be there because I had no idea if I was getting like all the facts 100% accurate. So I hope it wasn't that bad. Do you realize, Nicolas,
No.
that I'm super talkative today?
No, I mean, I
No?
always feel you are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. I don't know.
No, that's just a thing. Yeah. It's not like good or bad.
I would say, do you feel like you're very, like it feels different for you today?
I feel like I'm talking a lot, but maybe I always talk a lot, but don't realize I'm talking a lot.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't see anything different. But what I do know is like I'm concentrating because I have to concentrate quite a bit when I'm doing these because my mind is always checking like value. So maybe that's why I'm maybe talking less also.
Maybe.
But I'm super happy if you're talking.
Yeah. No, I'm happy talking.
There we go. So it's a good day.
Tani was saying, do you guys have a favorite movie or genre you like to watch?
Mm, I don't know if we share like a favorite movie.
So I have a favorite documentary.
Yeah, but I don't know. But would you say documentaries are like your favorite? I don't know if a documentary is a genre, but let's say it is.
Like a genre of filmmaking,
Yeah.
let's say? No.
No?
No. The thing is that I know my favorite stop motion movie. I know my favorite documentary
Okay.
film, but I don't know. Like I can't say, "Oh, this is my favorite movie."
Oh,
Like
I
it's not
can't
that
either.
easy to say.
No, I
It's
don't think I
easier for
can.
me if I have like different categories. Categories?
Categories.
Categories.
Yeah.
I always say categories.
No, it's you can say however you want it.
So no movie or genre.
But I think she was saying for us both, and for me, I don't know.
I don't know if it's she.
Oh, I'm
Tani.
sorry.
Maybe they
yeah.
can let us know. Yeah.
I don't know because I do like I like action adventure movies. I like sci-fi movies. I like thrillers. I really enjoy thrillers. I feel like a good thriller. Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your stomach's like super tight
Mm-hmm.
throughout the whole movie.
But
I really like that.
I think it's. Would you say it's thriller but not horror?
Yeah, I
Because
don't
I think
like
you're
horror.
not exactly.
No, zero.
Yeah.
Like horror movies are probably the least exciting for me.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get scared like that in a movie. I just always feel it's like, oh, look, I don't know. I always think of like special effects when I see somebody like, oh, the killer's on the loose.
Oh no,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
like them because I get very scared.
Yeah, I know you,
Yeah.
but yeah, so much rather, watch a good thriller than a dumb like horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't know, I wonder if there's like really good horror movies now. I don't know. I mean, I remember being more scared when I was a kid, but it's not because I was a kid. I don't know. Maybe I think those movies were different. I feel. Yeah, you remember that week when we did that little bit about the Omen?
Yep.
Yeah, like whenever I think of people watching like Saw or, all those movies that are kind of like that, I'm always like, oh, this is nothing. Like, this is so nothing compared to The Omen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But maybe maybe the kids that grew up watching Saw watch The Omen and go like, yeah, this is stupid. This is so stupid. I can't think of, I can't understand why anyone would say that, but.
I remember when I saw The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Mm-hmm.
I was so scared.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch The Exorcist? The old one?
I don't know.
No?
Let me see.
Probably not. You would remember.
No, because I never remember name. Yeah. Was that the one I saw? Not Emily Rose, maybe? Yeah, because I remember her.
Yeah, that's The Exorcist.
So maybe I saw
One?
both.
Okay.
Because I'm seeing the one of Emily Rose.
Yeah.
And I think I remember too. Yeah, I saw both.
Okay.
Did I?
So The Exorcist is the like OG.
I saw both. Yeah. Yes. And it was just not good. No. Well, not good or maybe it was too good because I was super scared. But. So would you say like thriller is your favorite genre?
I think I love movies like that. I really do.
I think I don't know if I have a favorite genre. I like animated movies,
but I love
don't know
animation.
if
Yeah, but that's the thing. I love animation.
But is it a genre like animated movies? Because I think
so.
no, because I think maybe, but I think that animated movies can be comedy or can be drama,
Right,
or
right.
can be. I mean, it's
You're
just
right,
like
you're right.
the format.
Yeah, it's a technique, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, you're totally right. I don't know. Like favorite, the ones that I enjoy the most.
And if you have to say one movie, so
One movie?
it's
No.
not saying. I mean, Tani was asking, but you could say, Tani, I recommend you this movie. Not saying it's your top one, but it's a good movie. If you have to say this is a good movie. So, for example, the one that's my favorite stop motion is Mary and Max. So, Tani, if you haven't seen Mary and Max, I think maybe you would enjoy it. Or I enjoyed it.
What do I recommend? Let me think. I remember I would recommend a lot of movies to you that you hadn't seen.
They were really good. The
yeah.
ones we watched together.
I'm trying to remember which one I recommended to you that we both kind of enjoyed. I think we've enjoyed a lot of them.
Is there a way to see the things we've seen in Netflix? Because there's a couple.
But sometimes it's not Netflix.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say there's like just a couple. So maybe. Oh, I have to do.
Oh, do you remember when we saw Her?
Yeah.
I like Her.
Yeah, you like her?
Yeah, I mean, I think she's amazing in that movie.
Yeah.
Scarlett.
Yeah.
I think she's incredible.
Yeah, that was a very good movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
I think
liked it a lot.
it's a very real version of it. Like it's a plausible version
Yeah.
of the future.
Yeah,
I enjoy those movies where
Yeah.
the future doesn't feel like it's too far ahead. Like, you know, like Blade Runner is a great movie.
yeah, like the characters in Her, I think you could relate to them. Like you
Yes.
could feel that they could be you.
Yeah, and
They're not like when you see, I don't know, a Marvel movie and you're like, oh, I can't relate with Thor. I don't know. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I really like that movie.
yeah, me too.
What did we watch? Moon?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Moon? Moon is pretty amazing.
I never remember the titles. but
Yeah,
let
Moon
me
is
see.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would recommend Moon
yeah.
to anyone.
I liked it too.
Yeah, that's a really good movie. I'm trying to think.
So, what's the documentary I would recommend, Nicolas?
Oh, stop it. We're not doing this.
Do you even know the name?
Dear Zachary, but
But
we
all
don't
the
have
name.
to. I mean, you can find it if you search for Dear Zachary, so.
Yeah. But it's like the title of the sculpture.
Yeah, but let's not. Oh, okay. No.
So, it's Dear Zachary, a letter to a son about his father.
Okay. Fargo is a good movie. It's a very good movie.
You caught that like super fast.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going there.
People should recommend. I want to watch like
yeah,
a good
yeah,
thriller.
me too.
Good thriller. Like really good. And hopefully I haven't watched it. I haven't seen it.
Liad was saying, I relate to Thor in Endgame. He's depressed and gained weight. No, but I mean, I could relate to things that happen to like characters in Marvel. But I think what I was trying to say with the hair movie is that they feel more human. Like
Yeah.
more like a normal person, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think Liad was making a joke.
Yeah, I know. And it was a good joke, but
You know, I was thinking about Thor because we watched the latest movie the other day. And some people are not happy with that movie, and it's okay.
I don't think it was bad.
No, I don't think it's bad either. I just think Thor is like a Deus Ex Machina. Like they have to deal with that in that universe. Like Thor is like this crazy powerful being.
So
Like
it's not gonna be spoilers.
No. This is more about like the idea of Thor, and more like what actually happens. What they have to, what has to happen to Thor, like in the Endgame movie, because if not, then he's too strong. Like he's way too strong. So there's no being that you could think like, oh, Thor can't take, Thor can't fight with this being.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to break him down. So they have to either make him like super goofy and like detached, or like broken, and just, for him to say, well, the reason that I can't be as powerful as I should be is because I'm, in my head, or, I'm just figuring things out, or
Mm-hmm.
because if not, like, how do you make a god like vulnerable in other ways? It's
Yeah, because
super
it would be
tough.
like OP.
Yeah, I think,
Super
well, they
OP.
set him up as completely OP. They did that. Like
Mm-hmm.
that scene in Bring Me Thanos, that scene in Wakanda. That's super cool. That's like crazy cool. But then after that, you're like, oh, this dude can take all of them if he wanted to. Like, he's been fighting monsters and gods and demons like throughout eons. So, like, what phases Thor? Like, it's just too strong of a character to think, okay, this is going to be a new challenge for Thor. Like, um, so I don't know. I think Thor, it's just very difficult to write something that's like, that makes you constantly understand that he's super powerful. Like, you don't really need for him to almost like prove to you constantly that he's super strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people are kind of, I mean, I understand the criticisms of the last movie. I totally get it. Because I've listened to a bunch of people criticizing the movie, and it's totally right. And they're totally right. But I was thinking, yeah, but how do you deal with that? Like, how do you make Thor a character that can be complex in that way?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's not supposed to be complex. He's supposed to be this dude that, knows that whatever is in front of him, like, he can fight. Like, it's going to be okay.
Yeah, because I think it's not like, of course, it's not the best movie of that universe, but it's not that bad. Because I think, as you were saying, they had to show the why for
Yeah.
him not being like OP.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's just tough to kind of like understand him as a character. It's if not being goofy and again just carefree or like clumsy, all of those are like just excuses for you know for them saying like, okay, but if we just say Thor is a god and it's incredible, then who cares? Like, who's going to be in front of him? Like, nobody cares. You would never care that there's like a bad guy that's going to be strong enough to be able to um to hurt him in any way.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
The thing is that I just saw
Yeah.
Thumb's
Tom
username.
Thumb.
Yeah, now it's
Thumb.
Tom Gion
Thumb.
Thumb
Oh,
Jordan. So I
fantastic.
love that. Thank you, Thumb.
Thank you, Thumb.
So Thumb
Yes.
was saying Elaine Shukri. So when Elaine was talking about
Yes,
the
yes.
weather, Thumb was saying for sure our garden thermometer was 42°C in the
Celsius?
shade on Tuesday,
Jesus Christ,
which
that's
is
too
crazy
hot.
for England, especially without a nice air conditioner house to escape to. I felt most for the birds though,
Mm.
so made sure to put extra water out for them. Oh, and the sheep too, in their wool fleeces. That's crazy hot.
Yeah.
And for England, I mean,
Yes, because crazy hot for England is usually tepid.
yeah.
It's a good
Yeah.
17 degrees Celsius.
And Elaine said, Thumb, I absolutely feel for you all there. Hopefully there is reprieve. Reprieve?
Mhm.
Reprieve?
Mhm.
Reprieve?
Mhm.
¿Qué es? ¿Cómo es?
No. Like, you do you.
No, but let me know. I want to learn.
You're good.
That's that you don't know how to say it.
No, I do, but I like how you speak.
And stay hydrated. I'm sure you know that. Sorry. And they were saying that because Elaine was saying before Thumb comment.
Yeah.
Elaine was saying, I feel for those in the UK as their facilities are not equipped to deal with that heat. It was -3 degrees Celsius when this stream started.
Oh my God,
And
that's
the sun
way
is
too cold for
slowly
Australia.
thawing everything out now.
Oh Jesus, that is cold for you Aussies.
Yeah. So let's see. Nathan Parrott was saying loved Moon.
Yes, good
And
movie.
Nathan Fernando Samaniego was saying no Country for Old Men.
Very good movie.
And Nathan said great one, Fernando.
Yeah, it's
and
a very
Nathan
good
was
movie.
saying Children of Men.
That's a very good movie. Danny really liked that
I
one.
love that. Yeah.
That's a tough movie to watch.
Yeah. I loved it. Liad was saying I haven't seen the last movie. And Liad was also saying it's the same problem with Superman. He's too powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Liad was saying in Israel, when it was very hot, we would wash the floor with cold water to cool down the apartment. The floors were tile.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's like
Good
really
life hack.
Yeah. But I love that they clarify that it was tile. Because maybe someone has like carpet.
Oh, I'd love if it
They're
was
like,
just
"Oh,
damp carpet.
This is amazing. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, Leah, thank you for the suggestion, but what do I do now with my like soaking wet carpet?
Yeah, and like the hongos, fungus?
Yeah.
Growing in my
mold.
mold growing in my carpet. So let's see. Molly Urku Hart
Okay.
was saying hello from London. Long time listener, first time caller. Love your
Oh.
live streams.
Thank you.
Oh, happy that you decided to comment, Molly.
Well, the people are hiding now
Welcome.
from the heat. Well, it's like, what is it, 10 o'clock now? 11 maybe over there, so.
No sé, en esta época. 11:17.
Yeah, so it's probably, hopefully not too hot now.
So, Marcelo Peralta.
Yeah.
When we were talking about capoeira,
Yeah.
was saying you reminded me of a cool thing. There's a religion here called Umbanda that is a mix of Catholic and African religions. Enslaved Africans could not pray to their gods. They're called orixas. Like X, ¿cómo se lee?
Orishas, maybe?
Orishas.
Yeah.
So they had to find ways to do it in disguise. So they merged their orishas with Catholic saints. For example, the orisha Ogum is the saint Sao Jorge. Also, we have a tradition of making food offerings. We put them in baskets and place them in crossroads. This started back then as a way to also offer food to runaway slaves. That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Camilo Sanín dice, ¿tienes alguna regla para el underpainting? ¿Qué tan accurate lo haces? ¿O eso es como te salga para cada cuadro?
Pues, o sea, estoy tratando de seguir los values, los valores de tono de la imagen. Y sabiendo también que después voy a querer enfatizar como esa diferencia que hay entre el fondo y el gorrito. Entonces creo que no estoy súper lejano de... O sea, no creo que esté siendo como tan interpretativo con lo que hay en la imagen.
Ujú.
Mm, cuando soy, pues creo que es como muy evidente que estoy interpretando libremente, pero creo que en esta oportunidad no, pues no hay tanto, no, por lo menos yo no lo siento como tan raro, tan distinto.
Mm, I was remembering also a movie we saw
Ujú.
because I was trying to remember all the movies we've seen,
Oh, that's a lot.
and I just remembered Seven.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that.
it's a good movie. Good
Mm,
thriller.
I'm just gonna. I mean, if I remember any other, I'm just gonna say it. So
Just blurt out
yeah,
movie names.
Seven.
Yeah, perfect.
Irvin Torres Art, when I was saying that I was super talkative today,
Mm-hmm.
said, I did notice that, Danny, but
Oh,
it's a good talkative. Yeah, because I felt I was like maybe a little bit more than always. So,
oh,
yeah.
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 No. I'm saying like that's I
No, I was laughing
I
because,
would never feel like that's a weird thing or a bad thing
yeah. No. I was laughing because you went,
at me.
and I
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
So we both were like,
No, I didn't sound like that.
You did. Emilio Sorni dice, hay una película muy buena, tal
Ujú.
vez la han visto, se llama Vi el Sol, I Saw the Sun, es de Turquía, eso sí es súper triste. No,
No la he visto.
no, yo tampoco. A ver, la busco. Eh, no,
No.
la voy a dejar abierta acá en un tab para verla. Pues no sé dónde se consiga. ¿Está online en algún lado,
Pues,
Emilio? Sí.
pues se consigue. No, está como, ¿tú te acuerdas un día que estábamos viendo o nos íbamos a ver algo y tú dijiste, uy, esta es buenísima? Y era la de un niñito africano que lo reclutan como para o sea,
Ah,
una guerrilla.
sí, está en Netflix.
Ush, y tú decías, no, esta es.
Pero porque yo
Y
leí
creo que te
No,
confundiste,
no, 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 no. No,
¿no?
es que tú me dijiste, elige tú. Entonces yo dije, voy a buscar como las mejores películas que hay ahorita en Netflix.
Sí.
Y leí sobre esa muy buenos comentarios. Entonces dije, esa.
No, yo me quería ver como
Tú
la
pensaste, pero tú
película
dijiste elige
menos.
tú y tú pensaste que yo iba a decir Mean Girls. Que estaba entre esa y...
No, yo quería verme como la película más, como quiero apagar mi cerebro. No, y tú me pusiste a ver semejante
Creo que era Beasts
sufrimiento.
of No Nation.
No, algo con el sol, ¿no es? O algo así.
¿Sí?
Sí. Muéstrame la portada.
Beasts of No Nation
No,
es
ese
esta.
no.
Ya te muestro.
No. Ah, sí.
Sí, era esa.
Sí.
Sí,
No, muy
Beasts of
densa.
No Nation.
No, muy densa.
Una película muy buena, muy buena. Es fuerte, pero igual es una
No,
muy
pues
buena
sí.
película. Em, yo me acuerdo que yo me vi la de Las tortugas también vuelan. ¿Sí te las has visto?
No, linda.
Turtles Can Fly, ¿no?
¿Solo te la viste porque dice tortugas?
Pues es que eso salió como en el 2000 algo. Y yo me
No
acuerdo que
recuerdo.
fuimos con mi mamá y mi hermana.
Ah, no.
Y mi mamá dijo, tortugas, llevemos a Daniela. Uy,
Mm.
era súper densa. O sea,
¿Y qué es?
lloré y lloré terrible. A ver, dice, near the Iraqi/Turkish border, on the eve of an American invasion, refugee children like 13-year-old Kak, Ibrahim, gog and await their fate.
Oh, no.
Sí.
No, it's too hard. Like, don't suggest to me movies where children like suffer.
Oh, it was beautiful, but it was so hard. But
No, don't. Yeah. Please don't.
No, but I was telling you that because
No, I'm telling everyone.
yeah.
Like I
But
just
I was telling you that because I remember that again. My mom was like turtle. Danny likes turtles. Let's see that movie. I mean, because it was in the time that you don't
Oh, you didn't never
see the
looked at reviews or
description
anything.
exactly. You just went to the cinema.
Okay, cinema.
How do
Okay.
you call it?
Movies?
So you go to the movies
Well,
and
you
you
could
would
say cinema,
go
but
buy tickets, and it was like, what movie? And you were like, what's playing right now? This, and that. Okay, I'll go for that one. And we went for that movie, and it was tough. The three of us, we were like crying,
no, yeah, no.
like sobbing.
Nope.
Ricardito dice, Memoirs of a Geisha.
It's a good movie.
Me hace
Yeah.
llorar y sentir mucho. U otra película que me gusta mucho es Enter the Void por Gaspar Noé. Yo no me he visto
¿Ninguna?
Memorias de una... No,
Muy linda. La fotografía en esa peli es preciosa.
sí. Sé que es muy famosa. No me la he visto, la verdad.
Mm.
Ay, espérate porque otra vez están... ¿Y sabes qué es lo peor?
Que es
Ayer
justo
me
cuando
puse a
habla
buscar.
Ricardito.
Ayer me puse a buscar resto de como artículos sobre cómo hacer para bloquear los comentarios.
No, es
Y
imposible.
activé, no, escúchame, activé una cosa que es como un segundo filtro.
Ujú.
Y es que hay como un algoritmo de YouTube que puede, si siente que el comentario es raro, te lo pone como held for review, como que tienes que aprobarlo antes de que salga para que el resto de la gente lo vea. Pensé que iba a funcionar, pero es que
Nah.
estos bots, mi amor,
Ellos
son
van-
súper inteligentes porque sabes que no los bots, los que crean los bots, porque el mensaje que es como nasty
lo ponen es
en el título, como en el username, y solo mandan emojis, entonces así no los puede detectar el algoritmo. Entonces, tenaz.
Pues pueden poner el filtro no solo para el mensaje, sino para el usuario.
Pero no, pues no es así.
Sí, no, quién sabe. No, pero eso,
Eh,
ellos van más rápido que la gente haciendo las normas.
Van Sant
La la.
was saying, "Hi Danny, I sent you 2 pictures on Instagram, a reference and my painting. I'd like to get some advice on how I could render the bulb like light instead of the current lava rendering. I was not able to get a red that looks like light. I don't mind if you show the pictures."
Okay.
So let's check it out.
Yeah, because I'm almost going to be done, I feel.
Let's see. Why can't I see my DMs?
I wasn't being, like, Instagram has crashed all day today. Like,
I just
I,
closed the app to see it. Oh, now I can.
yeah, but it's been crazy. I haven't been able to open it, like,
That's
once.
so cool, but I like it. Look,
Let me see, Vincent.
the painting,
So cool.
the reference.
I think you did amazing.
I think it's so cool.
I think you did super well,
so I don't
Vincent.
know if it's gonna show here.
Très belle.
I
Très
like
belle.
it, yeah. But
Les
I mean,
rouges.
Van Sant was saying, so let me read it again. So maybe if you want to address something regarding what they don't like about the painting. Because I start by saying I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Like I really like it how it is. And I do feel that it reads like light.
Of course.
But Van Sant was saying, I'd like to get some advice on how I could render the bulb like light instead of the current lava rendering. So, again, reference,
Yeah.
painting.
I think it's really good.
Me too.
I don't know.
think
We
it
would have to talk
translates-
more to try and see what it
Yeah.
is that bothers you, Vincent. But I think you did a really good job with that painting. I don't know what else to say. Like we would have to talk a little bit more to see what is exactly that's bothering you, but I actually see like a really good job at painting it.
And that's like such a cool painting.
I think you translated it really well.
Yeah. Such a cool painting. Oh, I love that I'm seeing. Remember that yesterday you were like, send Danny videos of turtles
Yeah.
and puppies?
Yes.
Marcelo Peralta sent me 2 posts of turtles and puppies in the same.
Oh.
So there's a Shiba Inu riding a turtle.
Perfect.
Look.
See? Perfect.
Oh, thank you, Marcelo. That makes me so happy. So I'm going to give it a like. And there's like a Yorkie, Yorkshire, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
In a turtle sculpture too.
Very nice.
It looks like kind of afraid or like introspective. It's like thinking of his existence. Look.
What music am I going to listen today? Yeah. Should I jump?
Yeah. Would I survive that jump?
Should I take that leap?
Wait, because I have to block more comments.
Maybe it's like the more you block them, the more you know that they're sometimes interacting with those things makes them know that somebody's doing something.
But you know,
noticing them.
I thought that too, and I tried like letting them, and that was it, like letting them comment.
Yeah.
But if I let them, as I was saying yesterday, they can like fill up the chat with 60 comments in 2 minutes. So I don't think it's cool, because if I'm trying to look at the comments or if people are trying to have conversations, it's like they just like feel the chat.
Have we ever gotten to that point?
I mean, I can see right now in the chat I'm looking, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 comments in the same screen. And they, of course, send more than that. So.
Should we take this as we're doing something good?
Maybe.
Like this is like flattery?
Maybe these are premonitory bots.
Oh.
They're like, oh, this is what's gonna blow up. Like this channel's gonna be the new PewDiePie. So let me get their bit. Yeah, that wouldn't be cool. That would be
not
like
to that
so
extent.
much.
No, that's too much.
Yeah. Van Sant was saying, I think that the bulb look quote unquote heavy. I wanted it to feel lighter. So do you want to see it again?
Okay, but that has not. But I think that maybe has to do with the way you applied paint and the size of the painting, maybe the brushwork. But I don't think it has anything to do with the color. I think the color is fantastic. So maybe that's it. If I have to try to look for an answer, regarding that comment, Van Sant, it's probably that, but not the painting part of it. I think the painting is actually really good.
And Van Sant was also saying, and by the way, did your trip to Rome make you want to do something differently?
Like in life or painting or... I am doing an underdrawing and an underpainting, so maybe that's the extent of the impact. But I don't know. No, maybe not. Like it reinforced the things that I am sensitive towards, I feel. I mean, it made me doubt them for a little bit, but then it showed me that that's who I am and that I should feel okay with those things. But aside from that, I would say no.
Van Sant was saying in painting.
No, Van Sant, in the painting, I think the painting part of it is wonderful. I mean, I guess brushwork is part of painting, but I think that's what's giving you a heavy, like an impression of it being kind of heavy-handed.
Yeah, but no, I think he was saying in painting regarding
Oh,
like
sorry.
making something different
Oh,
in painting.
no. Maybe just being more committed to what I like, to what I love. Yeah, maybe that was kind of important, I feel.
You know, I also
Like that
feel
was my takeaway. What was
it's
your takeaway?
no, I was gonna say
Daniela?
that it's interesting because you were painting
Yep.
while you were looking at art.
Yes.
So you were like doing it hand in hand. It's not like you were looking to art and then you go back to what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that is kind of a different experience, or maybe it would like make you question different things. But I don't know if you.
Maybe, but no, but in all honesty, no, I don't. What I was talking about yesterday about this feeling of kind of insecurity about my own work when when trying to see yourself like under the shadow of that is cast by so many extraordinary human beings. I think it's also inevitable that you feel small and insignificant and powerless, and that your voice doesn't quite matter that much, because you're making the honest mistake of comparing yourself to some of the greatest people like in the history of painting. So I don't know. I think that I see that as something that's inevitable, and I was happy that I found a way out of that. So not because it was a terrible place, but it's just that I think it would have led me just to believe that there was nothing of value in in what I was doing, and I didn't want that to be like I would never feel okay thinking like I went to one of the most wonderful cities in the world only to come back feeling like I am, instead of feeling um um almost what do you say? How do you say that? Invigorated by the art that we saw, feeling absolutely broken. It would be a very sad thing, I feel. I don't think art is supposed to make you feel like that. It makes you feel like that indirectly, only because we reflect our own sort of insecurities, on that art. But it's not because it's art's fault to do that.
And it's not like permanent. It's not like it ruins you and then you can't go back.
Right.
I think that as we were talking about this topic yesterday, it's that roller coaster of emotions. But then you always go back to what you do.
Yeah.
Because if seeing art would translate into only like the downfall and never like getting up from that, I would never look at art.
Yeah, nobody would enjoy art,
No.
to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know what did I do with this fold here.
Marcelo Peralta said, well, Nicolas asked specifically for a dog riding a turtle yesterday.
Yeah. 2 in 1.
Yeah. So you found the perfect one. Jean Roussine
Oh la la.
was saying, there's a great classic old-timey thriller with Audrey Hepburn as a blind woman called Wait Until Dark.
I don't think I've ever watched that movie.
So I'm gonna copy that to a tab. So the 500 tabs that you love.
Oh, I erased them as
No,
soon as
because I
you...
take a picture just before I leave.
Oh, okay.
And Jean Roussine was also saying, I never could watch The Exorcist. I saw a 2-minute clip on TV and I was terrified. Oh, I was like struggling the whole time because also I was super young when I saw it. And I remember, because I don't know if the memory I have is with the Exorcist or The Exorcism of Emily Rose, but
Mhm.
I remember I
Some
was with my
exorcism.
sister
Mm-hmm.
and my cousin Ana Maria.
Mm.
I don't know if Cacaito was there, maybe, but I don't know why I remember that we were in the house of my cousin Ana Maria,
Mm-hmm.
Ana Mara,
Mm-hmm.
and I was terrified because also my sister's 4 years older than me.
Yeah.
My cousin's 3 years older than me. And fun fact, like exactly 3 years older because she has my same birthday. But yeah, I mean, they were a little bit older. So they were like struggling, but they were like old enough to kind of understand that it's a movie, even if it's based on a real story. It's a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't.
No.
So I was like crying myself to sleep that night. It was terrible. Because I remember, I don't know why I'm remembering my sister, like, don't tell our parents. Like, it was like the cool thing to see that movie.
Yeah.
And they were like, could you handle it? And I was like, oh my God, of course I can.
Oh my God.
And then I was just like hugging my humongous SpongeBob
Mm.
that I had, which was like this big, and just like crying all night. But I don't know why I think I remember that my mom realized that I was scared. Maybe I like screamed at night because like the
Yeah.
blinds moved or something like that.
Yeah.
So, Ricardito
Yes.
dice, Dani aquí como una hackeadora aniquilando los bots para que no haya un mundo futuro donde el AI termine la humanidad y mantener la paz en los lives. Uy. Ricardito describe el click report, click delete,
Como.
click remove
Sí.
como magnífico.
Salvaste
Me
al
gustó
mundo.
eso, sí, me gusta eso. La hackeadora aniquilando bots. Prefiero eso.
Mm.
Prefiero ese cargo. Yeah, so how does it feel, Nicolas?
Oh,
I'm asking.
to be exercised?
Kakiro. To be exercised?
Exercised?
No. To go back to an underpainting.
Close to an exorcism, I would say. Yeah. A little
No,
bit.
really. How is it? Like, are you struggling?
No, strangely familiar and very meditative, maybe. You know,
Mhm.
it's a very kind of straightforward, simple way of painting, because you're already building on top of a drawing that you should be comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it would serve no purpose to leave a bad drawing underneath
Mm-hmm.
if you are going to attempt to be faithful to that drawing.
Yeah.
I would say don't ever leave it at that stage then. Like, try to struggle through that stage a lot more.
Yeah.
Of the underdrawing. Just try to figure things out a lot more before you commit to a specific underdrawing. But I was happy with the drawing that we did yesterday. So
Well, that was actually the reason why you were
Yeah.
like, I'm doing a nice drawing. Maybe we could try and revisit the.
yeah, because I just got caught up in drawing, and I realized, like, for example, during the workshop, I was being very committed to not having any underdrawing and not having any information, and just doing very kind of simple like paintings, and I was always asking of the people that attended to go back to like a generalized idea of their paintings, an idea of wholeness. So I think throughout those 2 weeks, I saw myself just really emphasizing like those big ideas of the construction of a painting. And maybe I missed this a little bit. Maybe I missed just doing a drawing and sticking to a drawing and constructing the painting based on that. So perhaps I felt that was something that was happening yesterday, and I was like, okay, let's give this a shot. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay if we, for like you said, it's okay if for one painting we just decide to do something different.
Or for more than one, because I think, again,
Yeah.
it's your decision how you feel like you want to paint.
Yeah.
I
Not
mean,
happy with the eyes.
you're not happy with the eyes?
No, I think I think the axis, like, I think this one's okay. I think this one I pushed out too much.
Cacaíto
Yeah.
dice, creo que no estaba esa vez, jaja, pero no fue contigo que vimos Harry Potter 1 y nos salimos del cine del susto, sí.
Ah, no, bueno.
No, yo era muy
¿Harry
chiquita.
Potter? ¿En qué parte?
Me da más pena con Cacaíto que Cacaíto ya estaba más grande. Cacaíto me lleva 5 años. Sí, me acabé de
O sea,
acordar. Yo no...
Caqueiro se salió del cine a los 14 viendo Harry Potter.
No, salió en el 2001.
A los 15.
Ay, sí.
No, de pronto
Uy,
se salió.
Cacaíto, qué gran...
No, de pronto se salió por acompañarte.
No,
Como,
no, no.
¿no?
No. O como yo me acuerdo fue que Cacaíto, pero no fue como que nosotras dos nos salimos, pero mi hermana se quedó o algo así.
Por eso, a ella le tocó
Porque me acuerdo que
acompañarte.
mi
Te
mamá... No,
tiraste
no,
la
no, que mi
película
mamá se
Caqueiro.
salió con nosotros. No sé por qué tengo eso en mente. Pero ahora quiero saber más porque fue como, apenas leí eso, fue como que desempolvé algo en mi memoria. No me acordaba de eso.
Pero Harry Potter 1 no tiene como
Mira, Cacaíto. Dice, tenía como 10 años, jaja. Y las dos nos asustamos. Sí, pero yo tenía 5. O sea, a mí,
No,
quién
pero
me lleva ahí?
Caqueiro, ¿qué está pasando?
No, yo tenía 6. O sea, Cacaíto tenía 11.
No me jodan.
Ay, Cacaíto. Ay, Caquero. ¿Y qué fue lo que nos asustó?
La escoba.
No, sí. Ay, no. Creo que era Voldemort. Creo que fue Voldemort.
Ujú.
No sé. Ay, qué buenos recuerdos, Cacaíto. Eh, a ver, yo quiero ver. Pero es que el Voldemort de esa época. Mira esto. O sea, parece mentiras, pero ese era.
No, ese es el que se quita. ¿Ese no es en la segunda?
No, ese es en la primera.
Sí, pero no
En la
sé.
piedra filosofal.
Pero es un mago. O sea,
Pero, mi amor, yo
es un
tenía 6
mago.
años, ¿no?
Pero era un mago.
No,
O sea,
malvado, era malvado.
no, no.
Sí, sí, fatal. ¿Quién se sale en...
¿Ustedes?
Cacaíto dice, jajaja, yo no me acuerdo, pero soy muy gallina siempre, jaja, pudo ser Voldemort.
Pues sí.
Sí,
Pues convénzanse de que sí, al menos como para decir que fue algo, no sé.
pero yo era muy chiquita, esa es mi defensa. Cacaíto sí tiene que decir, yo era muy gallina, que tenía 11.
No.
Pero sí, pero yo, o sea, es como cuando Fer dice lo de Coraline.
Sí, pero se lo mostré como a los 2 años.
Yo tenía 5,
Sí,
6
pero
años.
no, pues Caquero se saldría a los 14 de Coraline.
Pero 6 años, mi amor.
Yo
O sea,
sé.
6 años es muy chiquito para ver Harry Potter.
No, la verdad no. Es que yo no creo. No. Es que yo como yo me crié viendo un resto de películas de terror que
Ay,
eran
no,
súper.
pues.
Es que nos gustaba, era en serio. Le puedes preguntar a mi hermana cuando quieras.
Pero es que en tu
Como que,
época, tengo que decir que los efectos no eran tan creíbles como en mi época.
exacto, era entonces
Entonces
peor.
daba risa.
No,
Es
no
como
daba
que no daba
risa.
miedo porque uno decía, ¿qué es ese
No,
gremlin?
no eran los gremlins como de terror.
Ay, seguro con los gremlins te asustabas.
No, obvio no, los gremlins era como lo máximo.
Sí,
A mí me dio fue rabia porque no me dejaron entrar.
por la edad.
Sí,
Eh, age.
la persona de
range.
la ventanilla me miró y fue como, no. ¿Y sabes qué me tuve que ver? Super chica, super girl.
¿Qué es
O sea,
eso?
la peor. O
¿Cuál
sea,
es esa?
me quise ir a ver
¿Súper chica?
Gremlins y me dijeron, no, no puede, no puede. Yo no sé por qué siento que estábamos, yo no sé si yo hice entonces que todos nos perdiéramos Gremlins.
Lo peor. Uy, se ve muy mala.
Uy, es un huesero. O yo no sé por qué tengo esta memoria de que estábamos con mi tía de pronto y siento como que alguien entró conmigo y mi hermano como que se fue a ver Gremlins o algo así. Él se fue como solo.
Ujú.
Pero pues yo no quería verme súper chica. O sea, no.
A ver. Pero acá estoy viendo la película, como el age rating,
¿De súper
Harry
chica?
Potter 1, y dice
¿Teen? No.
categorized as a middle grade read, which typically encompasses 12-year-olds and older.
Eso es el libro, mi amor.
No, mi amor.
Dijiste read.
Ah. ¿Sabes? Era
No,
movie.
no. No, 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 mi amor.
Movie. Age rating.
No era
Mm,
teen. No es teen. Estoy 100% seguro que no es teen, mi amor. Una película de niños de 7 años.
Yo tenía 5 igual.
Tú eras Harry Potter. Tú eras Hermione.
No. Ella es un poquito mayor que yo. Un poquito, como un año mayor. 7 años en adelante.
Ujú,
O sea, yo era menor.
ujú. 7 años.
¿Sabes
Y
qué creo
Caqueiro
yo?
tenía 14 y salió corriendo.
¿Sabes qué creo
No,
yo? Que
no.
Caqueiro, yo me uní a Caqueiro, me solidaricé yo con Caqueiro.
Ah, ahora estás echándola a ella, esa al agua. O sea,
No, ¿y sabes qué?
yo
Yo tengo un
diciendo que ella
recuerdo,
te acompañó a ti.
pero no, Cacaito ya dijo de una vez, yo soy una gallina. Pero yo me acuerdo, o sea, tengo como, apenas Cacaito dijo como que me vino como un flashback
Mm,
de mi mamá. Mi mamá es pésima para todo lo que sea de miedo.
ujú.
O sea, algo, si ella está viendo una película y no es de miedo, pero muestran un cuarto oscuro, apaga el televisor. O sea, si es como apagaron la luz en el cuarto, mi mamá apaga la televisión. El televisor, la televisión.
También.
Pero yo nunca digo la televisión, pero bueno.
La televisora. Yo
Ujú.
decía la
Yo,
televisora.
yo decía TV, pero
Yo nunca dije TV.
sí, tú me dijiste que eso nadie
No,
decía.
nadie. Los que, no sé, los que
Yo no, yo
venden.
era como no viendo TV.
No, pues no te suena raro, pero no,
Por
yo
eso es
nunca
que yo
dije.
igual lo digo mucho. Es como estás viendo TV,
No, nadie dice así, pero bueno.
pues yo. El caso es que no sé por qué apenas Cacaito dijo, me acordé como de mi mamá, como
Ujú.
no, 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 ay no, ay no. Y yo, pues de pronto a los 6 años yo decía, uy, no, no, si mi mamá está asustada me tengo que asustar.
¿Con qué en Harry? Es Harry Potter. Nadie nunca se salió de Harry Potter.
Pues sí.
Todos los niños eran felices viendo Harry Potter.
Ah, a ver, espérate. Eh, a ver, Harry Potter 1, Scary Scenes. Mira,
Es una cara en la arena, mi amor. O sea,
esto fue lo que me asustó.
no, no, no. Qué pena. O sea,
Sí.
literalmente, qué pena.
Cacaíto era mayor que Harry Potter, Hermione,
Cacaito,
Ron.
Cacaito tenía la edad de los profesores de
Ay,
Hogwarts.
Cacaíto, lo máximo. Pero,
No,
em,
uno comprando el etiquete ahí, boleta,
pero,
y a los 15 minutos, ¡vámonos!
pero, sí me acuerdo, porque yo me vi todas las de Harry Potter,
Mm,
que cuando iba a salir la 2 o antes de que
ujú,
saliera,
mm.
me volví a ver la 1, me encantó, luego me vi la 2, luego me vi la 3 y así,
¿Esto
que
fue
nos
cuando
la
te las
vimos
viste en la
todos.
universidad que me contaste?
Tampoco, no, ese chiste. A ver, ¿qué dice Cacaíto? Dice, si yo soy una gallina para todo, odio ver películas de terror y Santi las ama, algo que no he logrado compartir con él, jaja. Yo he visto varias películas de terror. em, Me acuerdo que cuando lo peor que me ha pasado fue viéndome a Anabel, se fue la luz.
Tú y yo nos vimos una de esas, de las primeras películas que nos vimos,
Ay.
fue que compramos ahí como en la calle Anabel 2 o algo así. Yo nunca me había visto ni la uno ni nada. Y yo decía, ¿qué es esta
Pero yo te conté que a mí
huesera?
no, pero no fue de las primeras, eso fue en 2017. Pero sí, o sea, fue como de pronto la primera de miedo que nos vimos.
Yo me acuerdo que compramos ahí en la
Porque
calle.
Anabel 2 dice 2017, sí. Pero yo te conté esa vez que yo estaba viendo Anabel 1.
Entonces fue Anabel 1.
No. Yo, o
Fue una
sea,
de una muñeca.
Anabel 2. Esa fue, en el 2017 salió esa, o sea, tiene sentido 100%. Anabel 2 salió en agosto de 2017, tiene sentido.
¿Un año? Después
Sí.
de que nos... No, esto nos la vimos
Mi amor,
como...
Anabel salió en el 2014 y yo me la vi cuando
Pero,
salió. Anabel 1 yo me la vi en el
¿no hay de otras
2014.
muñecas? ¿No hay otras de...
¿Chucky?
No,
Iba a decir
ay,
Chucri,
Dios
pero
mío.
ese era un doctor.
No, Dios mío.
Anabel es de otras cosas. Hay otra, o sea, hay Anabel y hay otra, no me acuerdo, ¿cómo es que se llama?
No, no sé.
La anterior a Anabel.
Yo sé que nos
Porque
vimos...
Anabel fue la segunda de otra.
No, pero es que no me cuadra.
Sí, Anabel 2
No me
fue.
cuadra que haya sido casi un año después de que nos conocimos.
Mi amor, pues tú dijiste la primera pintura que yo hice,
No, porque
donde
nos
sentí
vimos...
que te estaba
Porque
pintando
nos
a ti,
vimos a Anabel, no porque nos
2019.
vimos a Anabel el mismo como fin de semana o el mismo día que nos vimos la de Zachary.
Claro que
Sí,
no, para nada, mi amor.
100%.
No, 100% no. 100.000% no. Incluso, esa no la vimos en el apartamento en el que tú vivías, Anabel.
No,
Sí.
nope,
Ah, no. ¿Dónde
no,
tu mamá?
no, tampoco.
¿En dónde? Sí, obvio sí.
Nope.
Anabel.
Nosotros le estábamos cuidando
No, eso fue lo de Dear Zachary.
a...
Ahí no vimos esa.
Ahí vimos esa.
No
Nosotros
vimos
le
ninguna de
estábamos cuidando a
miedo.
Pluto, a Luisa,
No, no,
y no
no.
lo vimos en el apartamento de Luisa.
No, no.
Bueno, o sea, yo sí me acuerdo perfecto de esa peli.
Pero es que Anabel 1 yo me la vi cuando salió y salió en el 2014 y esa fue la vez que se fue la luz.
O de pronto te viste otra de otra muñeca
O de pronto
asesina.
nos volvimos a ver
De pronto tú
Anabel
te la volviste a
1.
ver, sí.
Sí, de pronto por eso yo estaba bien con vérmela,
De pronto.
porque me la había visto ya. De pronto. Es que igual yo nunca me la terminé después de que se fue la luz.
Ah, no.
Después a mí me dio mucho miedo. Además es en un momento, es en un momento como que bajan y se dan cuenta que la muñeca no está.
¿Eso no
y
es
se fue.
como todas las películas?
Y se fue la luz en todo el barrio. No, yo pegué un grito, yo estaba muy
Lo que
asustada.
acabas de escribir es la peli, o sea, lo único que pasa en todas esas películas. Y se dan cuenta que la muñeca no está.
A ver, Elaine Shukri
Yeah.
was saying, a movie that I remember very, very clearly, as could not sleep for months, was
Oh, Jesus.
The Serpent and the Rainbow, a 1988 movie.
What
I
is-
was very young, by the way.
That sounds familiar. Which movie is that?
Serious painting question. Okay, so let's see
Okay.
first the movie,
No, I
and
want
then
to...
we would do the question.
No, please. The
No.
serious painting question first.
So this is the movie. Look.
Oh, I remember that movie. No, that's a cool movie. Yeah, I remember that movie. That's pretty cool.
Now the question.
Now the question. Yes, let's go back to serious. Clear your throat.
So,
Yes.
Elaine was saying,
Yes.
serious painting question, Nicolas.
Yes, please.
When is it appropriate to do an underpainting versus not?
Oh, no.
I never really know, but tend to do underpaintings, especially when painting portraits.
Oh, no, there's no right or wrong reason here. Honestly, it's technique. And all it is, it's just a way, because there are tons of ways. There are as many ways as there are artists in the world of constructing a painting. There really isn't anything that I believe there really isn't anything that can be done when doing this that can't be done doing it differently. It would just take a little more time or a little, more care, but you can reach the same result if you paint more freely, let's say, without an underpainting or an underdrawing. So I don't know. I actually think it has to do with personality. Or maybe how complex. Let's say this. Maybe if a painting has a very complex subject matter, and by complex I mean the shapes. Doing this almost gives you like peace of mind that you have solved a lot of the things that you are then, in a subsequent layer gonna attempt to solve through painting. Because the idea when you do these is not to improvise as you paint. If you have done like such an effort to try to, be careful about your drawing and then respect your drawing while you're doing your underpainting, it would be very weird to just then say, hey, I have this, let me paint over everything right now. No, what would make sense is for you to keep following like every step that you've taken, kind of like an orderly fashion. So, if that makes sense for the painting, for whatever you're painting, then that's why you would choose this. If following, a step-by-step procedure makes whatever you're painting feel a little bit easier, like an easier undertaking, then that is the way that you should go. But no, there's tons of paintings throughout history that don't even have a scribble underneath. It's just drawing with paint. Tons of painting, and it's wonderful when you sacrifice the drawing, the underdrawing, and you make yourself find, a bigger notion of drawing with your masses of color, with your brushstrokes, with, big tones, big areas, right next to each other. Beautiful paintings can happen that way too. So I don't know. I just think people should be comfortable doing any type of painting. Like, you should really teach yourself how to be okay with saying, I'm not going to draw. Let me see what happens. And you should be comfortable saying, let me see if I pay more attention to my drawing, what happens to the construction of my painting, or the way I perceive my painting. I've always believed in being flexible as a painter, as an artist. So, it's okay to just feel, it's okay to feel that these methods are just that, methods, but they don't really, I don't know. I don't think they signify anything more than that. They just kind of mark a certain path that you're going to follow while you're doing the painting. But that's about it. I don't think they're conditioning. Like, if I was doing this and I realize it's going to make me feel less bold as a painter, then I would never do it. I would never. Because if it's going to detract from me being able to express myself through my, my decision making, through my brushstrokes, then why would you do it? Like, or at least for me, that was my inner voice saying, like, why would you do it? But for me, it would be too big of a sacrifice. But if what it gives me, what it provides me is with a, I guess, solid enough information that can provide like a little peace of mind, and I can just be less scared about, the placement of the nostrils, or the pupils, or the iris, or the placement of the lips, because they're there already, so I don't have to like constantly worry about that while I'm painting. If it can provide me with that, then good. Then that's a good thing. But aside from that, I just don't see how it should feel like it has a very specific use. I don't know. It's just a technique. You should feel as comfortable if you were given a brush, a big brush, and somebody told you straight to paint, go paint. No charcoal drawing, no pencil, no nothing, just go to paint. Like, we should be able to feel okay with that. We shouldn't be so tied to our own technique, to our own way of making things, that it ultimately ends up being a hindrance. Because if for whatever reason a circumstance takes that process away from us, we should be able to say, no, I'm still a painter. And we shouldn't say, oh no, I'm sorry, I don't do that. The way I do the paintings is this way, and if you mess with that, I can't paint. So you better not mess with my process, because I cannot be, if you mess with my process, I am not a painter. I don't understand that. Like, in the same way that I believe that if you gave Kim Jong-gi a rock and you just told him to draw on the sidewalk, it would be amazing. It would be amazing. He doesn't need a brush pen. He doesn't need, anything like that. So, and I do think talented painters, and I've seen it with many teachers that are very, very talented, they could go around, and if somebody has like cheap paint, they'll paint with cheap paint. And if somebody has like bad brushes, they'll paint with bad brushes. It doesn't matter. And if somebody didn't prep their surface quite, correctly, or it's not a nice, that nice of a surface, they don't care. They really don't. They're going to be like, okay, this is weird, but let's adjust and keep going. I think that it makes for a better life as an artist when you can say, let me adjust and let me keep going. Let me adjust and let me keep going. You'll find that it's very hard that life can throw something at you that you deem to be an unsurmountable obstacle, and you just see it as something that's challenging, and you say, okay, I'm up for it. Let me see what I can do with this. So I would say this is just a way. We shouldn't like glorify it. We shouldn't think it's nicer. No, it's just a little more comprehensive, and it makes it more palatable, I guess, because things are segmented. So we're going to think about drawing and design and composition in our first, moment, because it's not just about drawing. We're actually thinking about placement and rhythm. So there's a lot of design and composition to that. And then once you're done with that, you say, okay, that stage is done. That's one day. That's one session. And the next day, I'm going to think about value. And I'm not going to think about color. I'm not going to think about anything else. I'm just going to think about value, how light and how dark things are. And if I can just, through the traversal of those light shapes, I can tell like a cool story in my painting. So you only think about that. And then tomorrow, if we can do this tomorrow, hopefully this tackiness will go away. Tomorrow we'll approach it, as a painting. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish the painting, because usually when I do this means that I'm going to be a little more careful with certain areas. And so it takes a little more time. But, that's totally fine for me. Like, I'll show you guys how I go about it. And that's, I think that's the purpose of doing something like this. And maybe people, when they see something like this, say, oh, I much prefer when you do stuff like that. And that's fine. Like, honestly, when I hear that, I'm not hearing somebody say, oh, I don't like your other work and I think this is better. What I hear is them saying, the painter that I am, like, if I have to pick the painter that I am, is a painter that would do something like this. So I always kind of hear something that has to do more about them than me. I know that, I hope that doesn't sound like a cop-out, like I'm not really registering their comments as criticism or just, plain like or dislike of anything that I do. No. I'm totally open to anyone criticizing anything I do. That's fine. But I've noticed throughout the years that when people, are attracted to something or dislike something, it speaks more about them than it speaks more about you, because I'm happy doing either or. I'm totally happy and totally satisfied with either or. I love paintings when I just grab a big brush and I start slopping paint around, and then I kind of reach an idea of drawing, and I love like super expressive decisions that I can make that way. And I love doing stuff like this because it just kind of settles my brain, and it's like a little more organized, and you kind of feel your brain being challenged differently. You kind of feel like separate areas of your brain lighting up, and that's super cool. But I would never feel offended. Like, I would never feel like if people say, oh, do more like this is cooler. I'd be like, okay, I mean, that's great. that's just telling you that maybe in your process, you should look for people that teach this way, or you should, start constructing paintings, this way, and maybe start looking at paintings that were done this way. And maybe you're going to have complete empathy towards those artists and those paintings. But it speaks more about your path than it speaks about mine, because in mine, I feel so happy with both. So I don't really mind doing one or the other. I don't see them as one is better or one is worse. I just see them as different exercises in painting. Like they just require you to be open to what each one of those can offer. And I find that exciting. So if I find that exciting, I don't see how one is more than the other. They're just a little bit different, and that's it. But there are millions of paintings that I like that could have never been solved this way. And there are tons of paintings that I adore that had to have been solved this way. So, it is what it is. So like in my top 5 paintings, or when I always refer to my paintings. So Raft of the Medusa has an underdrawing, has an underpainting, and then it's painted. Goja's Dog does not have an underdrawing, does not have an underpainting, and it was just pure painting. So those 2 paintings I adore. I think those are some of the best ideas of painting in our history. And they couldn't be any more different, and they couldn't have been constructed any more differently. So, I don't know. It's they're just different paths, but that's about it.
So
should we leave it?
Yeah.
There.
So thank you everyone.
Yeah.
For joining us.
Yes. I'm gonna take this off.
Maybe
very
if
carefully.
you didn't catch yesterday's live stream.
Yeah.
This is part 2. So this is the underpainting. Yesterday, Nicolas did the drawing, and tomorrow it's gonna be the painting session.
Yeah.
So you're invited to see the drawing if you didn't saw that session.
Yeah.
And of course, you're invited to see the painting session. We'll be happy to have you here.
Happy to have you.
Happy to have you.
Happy to have you.
Happy to have you. Thank you everyone for joining us. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. Does that look less distorted?
Yeah, maybe you have to do the incline. I mean, look at the camera.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't even guess the angle. I don't know that.
Yeah, that's better.
Maybe.
Yeah.
A little bit. Anyways, thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it, but whatever we do, it's going to give you an idea of how I go about painting it. So we'll
thank
see.
you, everyone.
Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, look at this. This is awesome.
Bye.
Easy peasy cleaning.
Bye.